is available in high definition.
This is the old trading post here at Fort Edmonton. You can visit here between the May and September long weekends. Hello, Canada, and welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings, the Canadian curling trials. Back in the day, the fur traders, the gold miners would come to the trading post to trade for things such as a bag of flour or maybe a fancy hat for that special night out. Oh, how things haven't changed over the years. Back in the day, of course, the gold miners, they panned for gold. The curlers this week are pining for gold. Two teams hoping to represent Canada and win that gold medal in Vancouver. My. Glenn Howard with a beauty.
This is just amazing curling.
Big drag, top forward, top button.
How can you not love this?
Oh, he got them both. Another thing of beauty.
I'm just sitting here in absolute amazement.
They're just dialed in here, aren't they?
It gives you every possible shot you could hope to see.
And you wonder what's going to happen when they meet again.
Well, this is some night.
They're going to get it there, boys! Yes! And they'll meet again, and we can hardly wait. Thursday night, the final round-robin draw of men's play coming up here at the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings, the Canadian curling trials. Glenn Howard remains the only undefeated team, with Kevin Martin one game back and Jeff Stoughton all alone in third place. Kevin Cooey, Randy Ferbey still have a chance to possibly force a tiebreaker. Here are all the games on the ice at Rexall Place. Stoughton will go against Pat Simmons. Ferbey and Cooey will meet. Should Stoughton lose, there would be a tiebreaker with the winner of Ferbey-Cooey. Our featured game, Howard against Martin, is on sheet C. And Jason Gunlickson, can he win his first before it's all over against Wayne Middaugh? As we say good evening to Lyndon Ray.
Victor, in the old days, you would have put that hat on. You know, Linda, anytime he's around a little gold, he gets pretty nervous. And we got gold on the ice tonight.
Well, we do. We have a fantastic matchup. But if you're going to bet on somebody, well, if it's slow and steady you believe will win the race, then it's Glenn Howard you're going to bet on. Because over the last 22 years, he's been Mr. Dependable, and the same this week. His stats show he is always at the top of his game. He doesn't have the big highs and lows, and his numbers show that his scoring is just enough to win. He's only winning by 1 or 2 points in every game. Well, of course, that's enough. He's been perfect. He hasn't allowed the steals. He's been the best at that, and he hasn't had much of a range in his percentages. No big lows. What a high, though, of 99%. For Kevin Martin, it's been a bit of an up-and-down week. A few struggles with the ice caused him problems in a game and a half, and that brought the numbers down a little bit. But he has some flash as well. He can win by big. 4 points he can win by in 3 games. His steals, yes, giving up 6 stolen ends. That's a lot. That's in the games where he struggled, but you also see the range. A low of 64%, a high of 94. He can have a lot of flash, and Kevin Martin could do a lot right as well.
Well, there's a lot of great matchups, but the thing I'm looking forward to is these are 2 of the best skips in the entire world, and they've entertained us for hours before. It'll be a cat and mouse game out there. Who's going to win that little game? But, you know, you take it, look at the seconds, for example. They're right at the top of the stats, Mark and Brent. So each position, they're the best in the world. So we've got entertainment tonight. It's Howard, it's Martin. You pick them.
We are in Edmonton. It's the final night of round-robin play. And it's here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.
The 2009 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons proudly joins Canadians across the country in cheering on our best as sponsor of the 2010 Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials.
Okay, so I think this is yours, and this is for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait.
Tim Hortons coffee mug and a Tim card, too. I love it.
Perfect.
Actually, it's perfect. Because there's a cat face on it.
The new China mug, only $7.95 with a packet of coffee. Or the reloadable Quick Pay Tim card. They're the perfect gifts for the Tim Hortons coffee lover.
Canada's largest coast-to-coast mover, AMJ Campbell, has been moving households and offices locally and internationally since 1934. As the most trusted movers in Canada, AMJ Campbell is your source for your home, office, or do-it-yourself move. At AMJ Campbell, we treat your possessions like they're our own. AMJ Campbell is the only moving company that you can pay on your Sears card to earn Sears Club points. Thinking of moving? Call AMJ Campbell.
Hurry!
Hurry.
Hurry!
Hard.
Hurry. Hard.
Hurry!
Hurry! Hot.
Redeeming your points with rewards credit cards can be really
Hurry hard!
with their rewards expiration and travel restrictions. Getting rewards you actually want can be really
Hard!
But with a rewards card from Capital One, redeeming is
Easy!
With a Rewards MasterCard from Capital One, it's easy. Travel when and where you want or redeem for cash. Visit CapitalOne.ca.
What's in your wallet?
CurlTV.com is the place to go for live curling action. Over 200 games a season, 4 times as many live matches as anyone else. Whoa! Plus, there's over 500 games in our archive that you can watch anytime. Featuring daily news, interviews, all the familiar faces, and the biggest shots from the best curlers.
Great shot.
CurlTV.com, your house online.
Something's been happening at Ford.
You're seeing quality like never before. Some of the best vehicles.
The best
vehicles. The new Fusion.
Edge.
Some of the highest quality in the world.
Ford quality is equal
Equal to Honda and Toyota. If they can't beat Ford,
Ford must be hard to beat.
more all-new design.
New Taurus.
Flex.
You haven't seen this lineup.
You haven't seen Ford.
You don't have to wait.
They're here now.
This could be the best car I've ever driven.
This is Ford today. Drive one. The 2009 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Ford. Drive one. By M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle. And by Purex. Its softness they'll notice.
Two of the best are set to meet. Glenn Howard, Kevin Martin. Let's meet the teams, brought to you by Tim Hortons. For Team Howard out of the Coldwater and District Curling Club, the lead is Craig Saville. Brent Lang is at second. Richard Hart is the third, and Glenn Howard is the skip. Team Martin is out of the Saville Sports Center. The lead is Ben Hebert. Second, Mark Kennedy. Third is John Morris, and of course, Kevin Martin is the skip. Martin won the draw to the button. He put it right on the lid. He is throwing the Yellowstone, so he will have the hammer in the first end of play. And getting us going is the Team Howard lead, Craig Saville.
Well, Victor, you could say these are the best two teams in the world, but if you did, you'd get a phone call from Scotland.
And that's for sure. And in the game earlier, Martin and Furby, they played a little game with each other in the first end. They went up and down until you called down and said, hey, put some rocks in play.
That's right.
And that, of course, they reacted immediately. But so it will be interesting to see. Kevin has last rock. Glenn asked for the first rock in front. He got it there, and Kevin's going behind it. So it would have been interesting then to see what Kevin would have done had that been at the top of the forefoot. I don't think it would have changed. But he sometimes does some things a little different.
But we said, too, when teams play each other a lot, sometimes you just mix it up to be a little unpredictable.
Wow, that one curls out the other side.
What will be interesting later on, the first of January, the second week of January, I guess it was 16th, 17th, we're in the Skins game.
16th and 17th.
Because David Murdoch, the reigning world champion, will be at the Skins game, and he'll be mixing it up with these two guys. And a guy by the name of Randy Furby, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll remind you about that. The Casino Rama Curling Skins game, January 16 and 17. Those 4 players playing for $100,000. And if you want to join us, you can get their tickets through Ticketmaster or in person at the Casino Rama box office.
Let's go.
That was a nice segue.
Want to be kept tee or
Just
back
picked
tee?
up on your lead.
Yeah.
Behind the tee?
But
Right on the tee is good.
I think the whole country was in awe last year when David Murdoch beat Kevin Martin 3 times. You know, I mean, we all watched it, and we were there, of course. So at this point, you certainly have to include young David Murdoch among these top teams. But
I mentioned during the week that Kevin Martin, early in the week anyway, struggled a little bit with the ice. Well, there's been a big miss by the Howard team, missing that hit. And we don't see Craig Saville miss very many like that, so you'll have to keep an eye, because we have seen Ray's mention it to you. The ice changes a little bit during the day and during the week. Maybe we've got a little bit of a straighter spot at night.
Well, they talk a lot, and we know that they'll keep us up to date with what they think is happening out there.
Get out of this, you can roll. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Long end, man.
Kevin has the advantage of that last rock, so it's a nice way to get started. There are 2 yellow ones in the rings.
Hard.
And this game is for first place.
Whoa.
And that's a bye to the final on Sunday. So the importance of it is obviously huge.
I'll make sure of it. Should be good, though. Good shot.
Was not wide. Okay. Just for FYI, when you got edge of butt and edge of forefoot there.
Hey, Mark, for the nose.
So there's a little comment from John Morris watching the Howard team miss. He's saying he does think it's the little piece of ice, that the throw was not wide. And here's the matchup Ray was talking about. The lefty Mark Kennedy and his opposing player. They're tied for number 1 at the second position.
You're gonna have to go hard. You're gonna have to go hard to save it. Hard. That picked up.
It picked a bit, yeah.
Okay. So I'll let you know.
It's fine.
I grabbed, Mark. That grabbed, yeah. They went forward.
Communicating some information about that shot. They felt it grabbed something, probably debris, because it's early for any flat spots. But just to make sure the player doesn't doubt their throw.
So Saville misses, and now the grouping of the stones allows a double, right?
It sure does, Victor.
Go play board, hit and roll. Okay. Yeah, I like
so
that.
As opposed to the double, they're going to play the hit and roll. They talked about the double to start with.
They want to make sure that they do save the shooter. If they can get a roll on top of the other yellow, then Kevin has to be the one to either deal with it or ignore it and go around the guard.
Hard. Okay, gotta go. Whoa. Go.
It's curling pretty decent here. Boards? Yeah. The board should be it should be normal.
Yeah. Langers curl pretty good there, Mark.
Of course, we have 2 left-handers on the sheet. In this game, we have Mark Kennedy, the second for Kevin Martin, throwing from the other half. And we have Richard Hart on the Howard team at the 3rd position. And you do get a little bit of different reaction from the 2 turns.
Big scrub now. They got to get by this guard.
Just had to get on that thing. Okay. Completely different those turns, eh?
Oh, interesting. Some early, I don't know, jitters maybe, or just flat out mistakes.
they're talking about the ice, when they pointed it out. And
I think this will come up a bit then. I think it will, yeah.
we're not used to seeing that for sure. It looks a little bit straighter from the outside in tonight, but here's the other left-hander that we talked about.
Normal.
He is a good one.
Close. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Very good. What?
The one thing we don't have to talk about is the brushing. I mean, these two teams are masters at that. They'll hold rocks. They know when to get on and when to get off. You heard Kevin earlier in the week talking to the guys about, be careful, guys, not to jump them and things of that nature. All kinds of expressions that we're all familiar with now, but fabulous brushing.
Of course, Martin with the two brushers, the front end players with sliders, so they can keep up to these kind of hits.
Right up, never off. Nice shot, Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
And the shooter will just hold on at the back as John Morris makes the double. We'll be keeping you up to date on a couple of very important games. This is one of them. Jeff Stoughton at 4-2 is currently alone in third place, playing Pat Simmons from the Davidson Curling Club Saskatchewan, and Stoughton is facing 3 with his last one here.
I'm sure
in the
this
first.
I'm sure, Vic, this is not the way he wanted to start.
Gould Fowler on the brush, needs to get it to the 4, and a little rub. Did it roll in far enough?
For the most part, this path is pretty well.
Yes, and it's always a hair quicker inside out.
I agree.
So he did grab it enough. I think
so, Vic.
I think Rob was just tapping it, so it's 1 for Stoughton in the first.
They're just talking over that as well about the sheet of ice and the amount of curl that they saw there, which was really surprising. The weight was fine all the way, but all of a sudden it started to curl, and it almost curled too much, Lou.
It was actually the one spot, because we did that sheet this afternoon, that did curl the most of any spot on the sheet.
John Morris now with just a 1 wide corner.
A little bit.
It's carving.
Go ahead. Keep going, Benny. Keep going.
Okay, it really didn't finish like he thought it might, because it's wide open.
Good throw.
I thought it would go because that outturn's so straight.
Yeah, good throw, John.
And that's usually the case. John's absolutely right. The outturn, comes across so much. He thought for sure that the outturn runs so straight. He thought for sure the intern would make a big move, but it did not. It didn't climb up on the 12-foot at all.
Yep. Yeah, it's good. Just didn't come early at all.
So when they're placing corner guards, they will try and move them closer to center and try and take advantage of the curl in the 4-foot and 8-foot areas.
What happened?
His microphone fell on the sheet.
Oh.
There's not much that will distract Glenn. You saw the great reset back in the hack and that very determined look.
That's why he's one of the very best. Great concentrations. And the microphone fell on the sheet, and so he stopped. And it broke his concentration.
Savelin Lang by the corner, got the stone sits. Edge of the 8-foot tee line.
Mark's playing with his microphone. If landed.
Let's take a look at the ice times. They're brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
Well, one thing we do know as the day progresses, the sheet does change a little bit, and that includes the speed. Hog to hog, the draw speed is 14 seconds, guard 16, and that big peel weight we may see at 7 seconds. Don't forget, Ray's already told you, these are the best brushers in the world, so he will keep track late in the game to see if they've scrubbed a little extra pebble off. That might slow it down even more.
And it's a huge crowd tonight, very, very big crowd. So
lots of weight, clean, heavy, clean. Whoa, whoa. Stay close. 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 Clean, yep. Hard, Mark, hard.
they're trying to roll it away a little bit so that Glenn can't get the roll behind the corner guard and force Kevin to take one.
Finish nice, eh?
So this is interesting because this is the very spot that we were talking about where they played it early. Craig Saville had a hit and it ran so straight. So we'll see what kind of weight Glenn plays to be sure that he gets a nose or a roll. You can't go by, of course.
Kevin Cooey appears to be line 2 for sure against Randy Ferbey as they get ready to play the final stone. Cooey with the hammer. The importance of this game is you've got two teams at 3 and 3. Right next to them, of course, is Jeff Stoughton.
Right in there.
And what a roll this is. Look at that.
Boy, what a shot that is.
Wow.
That's frustrating.
So
How should get blocks going?
Cooey, Ferbey
Never a doubt.
are watching Stoughton. If Stoughton should lose, the winner of Cooey Ferbey would play Stoughton in a tiebreak.
Hard!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good.
Okay.
2 yellow.
2 yellow it is. Early jump for Kevin Cooey.
Well, a fantastic roll forces Kevin Martin to draw to the rings for a single point.
Boys, it's good pass. Just clean.
Oh, okay.
Just clean, Benny. Yeah, it's not. It's all here, but Mark. Whoa, boys.
It'll be okay.
A little excited.
No, I threw it a little soft.
Good, Kev.
It's a real quick pass. Hear that, OT? Boy, yeah, beauty.
It's okay. Great hit and roll. All Martin has is a draw for the single.
Okay. So I think this is yours, and this is for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait.
Tim Hortons coffee mug and a Tim card, too. I love it.
Perfect.
Actually, it's perfect. Because there's a cat face on it.
The new China mug, only $7.95 with a packet of coffee. Or the reloadable Quick Pay Tim card. They're the perfect gifts for the Tim Hortons coffee lover.
It's tough. It's a truck, and it's a Ford F-150.
I've got a job to do.
And this truck makes it easier.
Tailgate step.
Box side steps.
I can stow the back seats with one hand.
Look at this. Tool inventory control. It's a mobile office.
Why didn't anybody else think of this stuff?
It took Ford to figure it out.
Count me in.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
Ford's getting it done.
I drive one.
I drive one.
I drive one.
The new 2010 F-150. This is Ford today. Drive one.
Nothing feels like cashmere.
Experience the advantages of Meridian's hopper bins, fuel tanks, and commercial bulk tanks. Meridian's premium powder coat finishes are corrosion and abrasion resistant. Versatile smooth wall hopper bottom bins handle grain, seed, feed, or fertilizer. There are double wall fuel tanks for diesel, gasoline, or both. And commercial bulk tanks for plastics, powder, sand, cement, and more. Quality, safety, versatility. Experience the Meridian advantages.
At 5 months, your baby is about 8 inches long and weighs about 1 pound. At 5 months, my pregnancy ended, and Emma's life began at 4 months in a neonatal unit. I'm Diane Gushalak, and this is Emma, my happy and healthy little girl. The Sandra Schmirler Foundation provides critically needed funds for neonatal care right across Canada. Please help. A donation of $100 goes a long way in helping newborns like Emma. Not every child grows up to be a champion like Sandra, but every child deserves a chance to grow up.
You've got big plans for a big dinner. You pick up the kids, you pick up the dry cleaning, and just as you're picking up steam, you pick the route home with all the traffic.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned beef pot roast, ready, fast, and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
This weekend, TSN brings you bonus coverage from the Roar of the Rings. Saturday, it's the women's story. Sunday, it's the men's turn. The Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials Championship Specials. This weekend on TSN.
Will it be something we remember? Will it be a key shot when it's all over? It's all brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
Well, I called him Mr. Dependable, but there's not a lot of real estate to roll to if you want to force the single here. He's dependable. He's also very, very good. Look at this roll to force the single. Beautiful spot.
Yeah, fantastic. He rolled to the only spot on the ice surface where Kevin Martin could not get at it, so he was forced to draw for 1 point. Those are little things in the game that, you know, go unnoticed kind of idea, but
this will activate.
you move through 7, 8, and 9, and 10, you'll remember that,
You were a little late.
where and when last rock changed hands. And Kevin had the advantage of last rock on that end and couldn't get anything going and tried to blanket, but Glenn made it too tough to do that, so Martin took a single.
No! So Glenn Howard has the hammer here in 2, playing the Redstones.
Tons of room, tons of room. Tons of room, tons of room, tons of room, tons of room. A little heavy?
Well, yeah. Never.
Oh.
No, right in front. He come around just short, and there's the come around by Martin.
But we don't have a hammer.
Here we go. The thing to remember, too, that both these teams have the ability to be able to throw the weight up, and Martin maybe more so than Glenn's team, and clean things up. You get ends that develop, and there's 5, 6, 7 rocks in play, and next thing you know, they're throwing it through or blanking it. You know, it's just amazing.
Line's real good.
It's supposed to be fast.
Whoa, lots of room still. Line's real good. Bump it a bit. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
I would think it's hard to analyze these two teams, so they're so good. Because they're so good. Howard may be a little better finesse team, and Martin may be a little better hit team. You know, it's you very seldom see Glenn move away from. Well, the odd time it happens, but you very seldom see him move away from that control weight that he loves to throw so much. Mark Kennedy.
And I think that's what did show up on this scoreboard. Glenn Howard plans for that perfect scoreboard. He manages it beautifully. Force a single, get your deuce. Force a single, get your deuce. And he does it with a lot of soft shots. Kevin Martin will build up a lead, and then with the big weight, defend that lead, and sometimes does come up with slightly bigger advantage on the scoreboard.
But the style of play, too, is in their lineage. I mean, you think about Glenn under his brother Russ for all those years. Kevin, our first, you know, we got to know him. That's all he seemed to want to do is throw the high, hard ones, right? With all respect to him, he learned the soft game. And, I mean, he has John Morris, who's can throw it as hard as anyone, as accurately as anyone. So don't you agree that this is who they are?
I think if you look at young Gunlinson, who's here, Jason, you know, we saw Kevin Bang, you know, come onto the scene after his junior career, and there's no question Kevin loved to throw it high and hard, and he did for a while. But the game's gone past that, and Jason Gunlinson's going to have to learn the same thing, and not just with his own shots, with all his team pre-shots.
Kevin's first win, of course, was pre-free guard zone, and the next time he won from 91 to 97 was through that transition, and his shot type, Vic, went from 39% shots as draws to 49. So that's the kind of thing that Jason can learn. You have to balance out that play. You have to also go to the aggressive style and not always hit it.
Ray and I will always remember
91
in Hamilton against Jeff Stoughton.
Yep.
And how that game, many people believe, changed the rule.
I agree.
It was just
remember the end. Martin got the great roll with his in the very first end to behind a center guard, and Jeff drew down to the face of it to try and cut the circles down. And Kevin made a great draw to the half of the 4-foot, and that was the last rock we saw in play.
It basically ran him just all the way out. And the people at the Cops at the time were very unhappy and letting the players know it, but that's the way the game was played then.
Remember, I think it was the 7th end. Jeff put his hat down and asked, I forget who it was, to draw around it.
That's about the only way you're going to get anything behind cover.
That's right.
But if you talk of Kevin Martin, his progression has been very dramatic. It's both in the style of play and the kind of shots. As I mentioned, from 91 to 99, from 39% shots his draw to 49. Look at his draw percentage personally. In those early years, 78%. The last 4 years at the Brier, 87% a draw percentage. You can change your style of play, but you have to execute them. And he has done both.
And here's something you were saying earlier. From all those rocks in play, you had the center line overlapped guards, and look what we've got going now. It's a much cleaner house than it was 2-3 shots ago.
So this is a very interesting call because I mean, we have the one rock and the one at the back. And so now trying to counter that red one from counting. Look at the play that's being used. Freeze around your own rock.
To the back one. Yep.
Freeze tap.
About a half a rock.
Get her out, get her out, get her out, Kevin, hard. Hard, Kev!
No, maybe not quite.
Needed to curl a bit more.
Why didn't it curl? I can't believe it didn't curl.
What do you think? Board weight and roll wide, and you make the double and lie two. I think it's regular though. No, I think it's that. It looks like it's
pretty hard to make that and stay though.
No, I'm thinking between. You can't go between. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Just let it jam, then roll over. Yeah, board weight.
Like
board.
that?
Yeah, board weight. Roll over behind the corner.
Okay. You need more than board.
What?
You need more than board.
You want big board? Okay.
I heard Brother Russ talk this morning about Glenn, and Glenn's played, he figures, in the neighborhood of 140 to 150 games so far this year. This team has. They live in little different areas, and but you know, they'll practice on their own, work out on their own, but they play a lot of games as they move across the country on the tour.
All right, that's fine.
Just said, whoa. Yeah.
John knows.
Well, let's check in on Jason Gunlickson, and winless so far, playing Wayne Madaw at 1-5. When you talk about all the games that Howard has played in a season, well, prior to the road to the Roar,
Clean.
the Madaw team said they'd only played some 15 games, and maybe that's a problem here. You have to be a little bit more prepared. He's struggling. Gunlickson makes the deuce, and he has a 2-1 lead.
But nice to.
Yeah. There's Glenn's rock. No wonder it curled so much. Kind of a back end as the third throw.
Now let's go over to Simmons and Stoughton. 1, 2, and 3. Stoughton line 3. Final stone, Pat Simmons. A Stoughton win locks up third place. And there's the single for Simmons, and he's on the board.
Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa.
They want the roll. They want the roll.
Hurry! Yep. Yep.
Good throw, Rich.
The interesting thing is, in the first end, when Glenn Howard did get the roll, it was in what we considered a little bit straighter spot. These ones are tougher because it's in a spot that does curl and break hard at the end. And so you're thinking you're anticipating, but it still closes too much to get the roll.
Get in the game, Richard. You're not going to come to play.
I left you one of yours.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay, there you go.
The one that made the hit and roll?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, you got your hit and roll rocks.
Richard threw his rock by mistake. I guess the front end maybe got it out for him even. So they're just teasing each other.
Leave me my stone.
Yeah.
I know it did,
Kevin would like to roll away from there, that's for sure.
Behind the corner, Kevin?
How about behind the corner? Well,
I
clean.
want to get away from there.
You're away, baby. I got it. Go. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Well, he did it once. Can he do it again, Linda?
That's a long way.
Nose? Okay. Center line, nose.
So they're not even going to try. Now play it out for the blank.
Yeah, they're going to play for it. It's a long roll, so what the first thought process was maybe to try and hit this and maybe try and roll it in behind this one here, get it somewhere in there. But no, they're going to go the other way now, get it away.
If you did roll behind cover, you could be deep and leave a freeze, and then you'd be forced. So this is playing it out, making sure that you have a great opportunity to try for a deuce later.
Hard. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Yep. 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 Hard. Right up. Hard. Gotta go.
Right there.
So now it's up to Kevin to see if he can do it.
You know, you're probably sitting at home and saying, well, where are all the rocks? Where are all the rocks? They'll come. You're going to see some big ends with lots of stones in play. Yep. It's a pattern we see so often.
Hard. Final stone for Kevin Martin. Now he's going to try. Can he get it over there? Can they drag it far enough? How's that?
Hey.
Look at that.
Take that. Anything you can do, I can do.
Howard gives Martin a little smile. And
how's that for a deja vu, eh?
Yeah, deja vu is correct.
That's great shot making. First end, it's Howard with the roll. Now it's Martin. In both cases, the opposition are forced when you get that one buried on the roll. Very nice.
You can see a corner of it with the out turn, but it's a very, very touchy shot. I think it was a good look at it. And it's a new piece of ice. And so, being the wise old veteran, he'll take a single.
Easy.
And there's the draw for the single. So talk about trading some great hits and rolls. We're tied at 1.
Merry Christmas, Grandma and Grandpa!
But it's August.
I use my credit card miles. They block the good weeks. While we're at it, happy Thanksgiving. Dibs on the drumstick, old man. Oh, and happy birthdays.
Yippee.
Put your Halloween costumes on while Mommy hides Easter eggs. Yeah, you're looking good. Gonna cook that?
Capital One Rewards. Fly any airline, anytime. Visit CapitalOne.ca.
Dad, I'm hot.
Yeah, we're all hot.
Genius needs a Capital One card.
What's in your wallet?
The thing about safety when you need it.
You really need it.
You want to drive the safest car.
Feel safe.
Feel safe.
It's Ford.
Ford.
Ford doesn't just pass the test.
Ford has more top safety ratings
Than any other car company. Drive the safety leader.
You got your kids.
Your babies. We're in and out of traffic.
These crossovers are loaded with safety features.
Ford is the safety leader.
I wouldn't drive anything but a Ford. Very impressive.
Good for Ford.
This is Ford today. Drive one.
Here we go for the day on the road again. We can dream away the day. 'Cause this getaway is best with all of us.
The comfort of Purex. The feeling of home. It's softness they'll notice. Now with cashmere softness.
Keep the good times going, starring Bud Light.
Hey, Bud Light. Looks like that giant squid's gonna ruin our party.
Let me handle it. I can communicate with wildlife.
Hey, is that dude punching a giant squid? Cool.
Don't get me wrong, I like squid. They're delicious.
The easy drinking taste of Bud Light.
Keep the good times going.
This year, our exclusive hors d'oeuvre quartet, succulent shrimp platter, famous oriental party pack, and tasty shrimp party pack are just $9.99 each. Oh yes, we saw your wish list. Only at M&M Meat Shops, your holiday food headquarters.
Attention, please. The flight has been delayed for about an hour.
Be right back! Hurry into the LensCrafters clearance event. Get up to 50% off new eyeglasses you'll love. Sale ends December 12th. Only at LensCrafters.
It's Canada, Russia, in front of a capacity crowd on a Saturday night. What more could you ask for? The Canadian crowd rises to its feet, and it desperately wants goal.
This is one of the best World Junior games we have ever seen.
The World Junior Hockey Championship starts Boxing Day on TSN.
Canada is on top of the hockey world.
Women's round-robin play ended this afternoon here at the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings. Krista McCarville was a winner. That's a big win. Stephanie Lawton, she won. That was big for her. Clybrink was an extra-end winner over Jennifer Jones. And Amber Holland also won, and big. Why? Because of the standings. Cheryl Bernard, we knew, despite the loss, would finish first. She'll be in Saturday night's final. Shannon Clybrink has second place locked up. But Amber Holland, Stephanie Lawton, Krista McCarville, all finishing at 4 and 3. So we need 2 tie-breaking games to see who will play Shannon Clybrink. And you will see them all here on TSN. Friday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, will be Stephanie Lawton and Chris McCarville. The winner moving on to play Amber Holland at 3 Eastern time. And then the winner of that moving on to play Shannon Clybrink Friday at 8. As we welcome you back to Rexall Place and this final draw for the men. And our featured game is the battle for first place and the bye to Sunday's final. We're tied at 1. Kevin Martin, playing the Yellowstones, has the hammer here in 3.
Yep.
Now also sneaking a peek over at the game between Randy Ferbey and Kevin Cooey. Cooey scored 2 in the first and is lying 4. Final stone for the Ferbey team, of course, David Nedwin throwing the 4th stone. Looking at the in-off here. And how far will it roll? Needs to dig in quickly. Rolls to there. All right, 2 far. 1 for sure. 2 for sure. Have a look. Is it 3? Blake McDonald says it's 2. Steele 2. Cooey's up 4-0. And the importance of that one, Linda Ray, excuse me, is the winner of that one would play Jeff Stoughton should he lose in a tiebreaker.
Well, the first rock out front, of course.
Whoa. Heavy.
The corner guard goes up.
Supposed to be hacked.
Nope, not hacked.
Okay. Solid.
Now the quiet hit.
There had been to come around, of course, on that center guard, and then the exchange of hits, and now a chance to roll back. You know, the interesting thing, just back for a moment, on that other game we were watching, Cooey and Ferbey, Cooey actually called a timeout. Second end timeout. That's how critical these games are, and of course that situation was. There's so much pressure out on those sheets of ice tonight.
But just to make a comment on that game, David Nedwin got a very bad break. There was two picks, one after the other, that set that up.
He just didn't keep finishing. Threw that really good. Well, yeah. Mine finished so good going the other direction. Talk you through it, eh?
Watch how light this is.
Oh, yeah. Take this.
Brent Lang.
Good.
Close. Close, yeah. Hard.
Easy.
Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Whoa.
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 Yes. Whoa. Yep. Very nice.
You know, you're close. Yes, no, yes, no.
Wow.
I'd say yes. That's a great roll.
I think you got lucky.
Absolutely, Barry.
I know.
If I could ever go hair low, I get 2 corners.
Yeah. Just should run real straight. Yep. Oh.
Looking for the double and trying to stick another corner out front.
Mark Kennedy.
Hard, hard.
And look at it roll to the corner.
Good shot, Mark. Great shot, Mark.
I like it.
Nice situation for Mr. Martin. He's got the 2 corners.
It's almost automatic when you watch Mark Kennedy with those peels.
Question from this end.
You wanna hit and roll?
Can you hit and roll in off the short tight one?
That's probably better, right? Okay.
No, whatever.
I like it. I like it.
Okay.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Richard Hart has a wonderful, soft way of making a suggestion. Glenn Howard is a tremendous skip, but you just hear Richard every once in a while, what do you think? And Glenn said, I like it.
Whoa, whoa. Close. Whoa.
Now this outside in shot sometimes is very tough because they run so straight down here.
It's fine. Hard Langer. You should get it in.
Go, 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 go.
Good boy. Good.
And will spin in to grab the top of the 12.
Both teams being very patient, Linda.
Yeah, still not the rocks in play that we thought we might get. And so far, it has been the big rolls that have caused the issue, of course, for the team with the hammer and caused the team without to have a great chance to force. Kevin Martin looking for the roll from John Morris.
Yep.
Easy, guys.
Oh,
Easy. Lots of
wow. Oh, close.
No, a little big, eh? Good line. A little big. I'm not really liking this 4-stone very much. Eh?
Son of a gun. No, it's just I'm saying to him, stop yelling hurry as soon as let's go. What do you want to do? I don't know. I don't mind going around. I don't
Decision
mind going around.
time. Do you clean it up?
Yeah. Let's do something quick, though. It's not
Draw
really
behind or
something.
peel it off?
Yeah, give me a practice draw. Looks right up here, eh? Yeah.
So outside of center line?
Well, you could peel it
I think just
and try
outside
and, you know, then it's going to be an extra end, a blank end. But he's going to try to get around it. They can maybe force Kevin once again to have to take a single.
Mine's good.
But you've got to be careful with this shot. You cannot slip this rock back or miss it. It's got to be in front of the tee line to force some kind of an angle freeze.
How heavy?
Too heavy.
Too heavy.
Bad sign.
Let it rack if you can.
No.
That's coming down there.
Okay.
Don't sweep that yet.
They thought it was heavier than that. It didn't. Still a chance for Kevin to sit on top of it.
Remember in the first end, it went forever.
It's like a good freeze.
Just a little mistake by Richard Hart.
I need a hair more.
Okay. Don't need much more.
Checking in on Simmons and Stoughton tied 1-1. And Pat Simmons is lying 2, both back 12. Jeff Stoughton, last one.
Yes.
I like the speed count.
Yeah, I think so. Hard line.
She's close.
Real hard line.
Must be hit
Hard,
for
guys.
2.
Real hard line. Hard, get in the house. Hard.
Stone at the front. You believe they're going to have a look?
Come on. 3 yellows. Oh. Yep.
2 yellows, says Jerry Adam.
Stop that one going across the line a bit.
Soft it.
Yeah, it had to be
Just
hit
let
for
that
2,
one go
Vic.
across the
Otherwise,
line.
he would have been drawing for 1.
No, it's on board already.
I made the hit and roll from board there.
Yep.
Okay.
That's scary. It doesn't seem to be doing
Just a
so
little
much.
comment
This turn's
from the
fairly
Martin
straight,
team with that draw not working out, that the release was a little soft and it caught the extra curl.
No, it's pretty good. 5? Yeah. No, there's a hair left for saddle side's good too. Yeah. Gonna wait. Board. Yeah, pinch more, Rich.
And they're just playing a little game with each other. Glenn here trying to force Kevin to take his single. Not let him get off the hook with a nice double or something.
How's the weight? Weight's good. Board. Solid board. Whoa.
Make it curl.
He strikes it.
Oh,
Can't be bad.
oh.
They lift the brushes.
Yep. Give us an angle, maybe. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Now that's popped out the other side, too.
I was surprised that actually Glenn took a little more ice because let's remember, we keep seeing this spot and it's a little straight. So that extra roll means the shot stone is available for a corner
Rich has
freeze.
slid good down here.
Yeah,
so Johnny's
good
too. He just turned it a bit. Just turned it, yeah.
Those comments about Glenn's delivery?
How about John's?
Yeah, John's. Sorry.
Little light. No, it's
Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Room.
Line only, it's all there.
We're heavy. Line's really good. Still heavy.
Ebert on the right, Kennedy on the left, and they haven't put a brush to it.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
And a little bounce off.
Line's really good.
The line was good.
Oh, she's super fast down there.
A little too much weight. It got there all by itself with no brushing.
It's not quicker than regular. Wow. Real quick down there.
If it's a hair, you might as well give it to your sweepers.
Yeah.
It's a little quick.
I asked the boys what the time
but it
is
has
getting
been the last
quicker.
3 games.
Yeah, it's not.
Last 3 games have been
Yeah, I don't think it's any different than through normal draw weight.
Your first end.
I think this path is one of the fastest, as I said, with the outturn. And Ray told you earlier, the outturn a little straight and the inturn will break if you've got the right weight. So you do have to be careful in this spot.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Right up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's touching it. Not much, though. Sorry, Kev.
Getting straighter.
Nice to get across to the nose and avoid the jam. To line 3.
That curl was about 6 inches less than the first end.
So I guess a very good decision by Glenn Howard to duck him behind because, again, he has the force. Kevin Martin has to hit full 8, almost 4 for the point.
He got a little fortunate, though, that there was a couple of misses behind because the rock was in a position to be able to angle freeze on it. But they're having a little trouble reading it a bit, and then you heard Kevin talk about John just turning it over a bit.
No, I don't think so, Kevin. Fine, then. It won't be light. It'll be just fine, guys.
Easy. It's all there, Johnny.
Little piece of the red would help. Facing 3.
He knew out of his hand that he'd made it.
All good, Johnny.
You're trading singles so far through 3.
There is no better delivery in the house than our shrimp platter. And at that price, I'd say it hit right on the button. Hurry in. Our shrimp platter is just $9.99 for a limited time. M&M Meat Chops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
I drive a truck because I need a truck.
A real truck.
Ford.
Holland gear.
Full-grown trees.
Stone.
The only one that's up to the job.
Ford F-150.
More payload.
More towing
than any
other pickup.
And fuel economy. I love this truck.
This is what tough looks like? Awesome.
I'm in.
If it's tough.
It's a Ford.
I drive one. I drive one.
I drive one. The new 2010 F-150. This is Ford today. Drive one.
Scotty's, proud supporter of women's curling for 29 years.
Okay. So I think this is yours, and this is for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait.
Tim Hortons coffee mug and a Tim card, too. I love it.
Perfect.
Actually, it's perfect. Because there's a cat face on it.
The new China mug, only $7.95 with a packet of coffee. Or the reloadable Quick Pay Tin card. They're the perfect gifts for the Tim Hortons coffee lover.
The goal of the program is for the kids to have fun curling. By taking the program into the schools, we're reaching a lot of communities that have no access to curling, that have never seen the sport before. So we're hoping to reach a whole new audience base and of course youth as well. I mean, for the future of the sport, we've got to get kids involved. I think you can hear and see by the screaming and yelling that they're really enjoying it. So, I mean, we want them to think of curling as fun when they do get an opportunity to get out on the ice and play.
Welcome, President Mandela.
Experience the movie critics are calling one of the year's best. Invictus is a true story that lifts our spirits and gives us hope. Morgan Freeman, Matt Damon. Invictus, a Clint Eastwood film.
In theaters Friday, December 11th.
In 2010, when the eyes of the world are on us, to witness a moment of triumph, a moment of heartbreak, it's a moment that we'll share and we'll remember where we were on that day in February, when our athletes told their story to the world. They showed their greatness, and we stood up and cheered because we believed. The Vancouver 2010 Olympic Winter Games are coming to TSN. Catch the 2010 Winter Games on Canada's best high-speed network.
Welcome back to Rexall Place. They've had their chances, but, you know, like some great play. Hits and rolls by both Glenn Howard and Kevin Martin means it's 2-1 Martin as we go to the fourth. And Glenn Howard has the hammer playing the Redstones.
Kevin throws this rock, his first rock on this end, to the top 4 foot. He gets it absolutely perfect at the just in front of the button. And Glenn Howard asked for and is getting the corner guard. Howard now with the hammer. Tight guard.
Wait's good.
Ben Hebert with the throw, and of course they'll try and protect the rock, but in especially be careful about protecting the side on the corner guard.
Line's good, off the weight. Line's good.
Weight's perfect. It's not in.
Yep. And watch the break as it crosses the hog line. See how much it closes because they want to get it across center a little bit.
That's good.
Very nice, Benny. Very nice.
Good shot, Benny.
Good shooting, buddy.
Furby and Cooey. Oh boy, just that little outside biter over there. That belongs to Furby. So this is a draw for 2. David Nedwin throwing the last stone.
Line's pretty good. Yep.
Well, it was a tough start for David. He had the 2 rocks pick at that end where he gave up a steal of 2. So now he knows he has to fight his way back. And here's a start. 2 points. That's all you can ask for.
Again, the importance of this. The winner would play Jeff Stoughton. Should Stoughton lose against Pat Simmons in a tiebreaker.
Really?
Nice angle freeze on our sheet. Beautiful shot.
Doesn't even have to be frozen, boys.
Yeah,
we're going this way. Full 8. Doesn't even have to be frozen, boys.
When that perfect freeze is made, it's not bad to leave a little separation with this one.
Line's good. Yep. I think we're light. Line's good.
Line's good.
Yep. Okay, got room.
Room.
John, no.
Whoa, lots of room, guys.
John, this is at 4, eh? Yep, freeze it. Freeze it. It's okay. It's buried a bit. Oh, I can get, well.
Gonna throw the knuckleball. Can't spin it. Okay.
But you want to get to the nose of this.
The other one didn't bury very much.
Want to get to the nose of this one?
If you don't, it goes behind the corner. I like nose.
Do you want to hit and roll on the center?
Yeah, that's what he first called.
No, on the center.
No. Yeah, the first shot you called.
Okay. Whatever you want.
Run this.
Okay.
So the angle is a very good one for Glenn. Guard onto the rock, top 12, top 8.
called normal.
Call me double.
Whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, yep. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good shot.
Boy.
What did you want to do?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Hit it over the center. I don't know
what he
That
said.
was a real good shot.
Yeah, nice shot.
Back 8, back 12. Sure.
Yeah, back 8.
Exactly what he wanted.
What do you got? Which one?
7.
7?
Yeah.
What do they do? They know the stone's inside out, eh? Which one you got? 7. Okay, we know what that one does.
Clean's good. Okay.
Easy.
Yep. Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
That's the curl.
Whoa. Should come though. Close. Whoa. Fair hit. Okay. That's why it's not coming.
Yes.
All right. It's okay.
Just me, or is it hard to make a shot out here right now?
Even chisel the red over it. No, both of mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking the other corner.
So was I.
The other way, Glenn. You like that?
This one? This one?
Yeah. Otherwise, he's going to have a double if you roll that way. Be automatic.
Okay. Be firm, though. You got to go pretty flat.
Oh, okay. You can throw a board and tick the red.
Go solid normal.
Okay, whatever.
We saw
shouldn't have
Glenn's
said anything?
indication to roll behind the other guard. On the other side, now they're going to go behind the longer of the two.
Out of respect, Linda, just because the ability to make doubles?
That's right. Trying to get some separation.
No. No. Whoa. A little more. A little more.
Oh, boy.
Shot.
Yeah, it stays in play.
You throw that with board, it's gold, eh? See quite a bit of air. Yeah.
Kevin just sizing up how much air, how much you can see past that guard, and hit and roll off the rock in the 12-foot.
No, I like just control-ish.
Control.
Of course, the one in the center, the red one, is difficult because of the yellow behind it, so they'll try and get a long roll on this.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Hard, guys. Whoa. Hard.
Whoa.
John Morris rolls it over.
Is that good?
Unfortunately, though, you can tap the stone back. You can do a couple of things here. You can tap it back. You could run it back. Pretty nice roll. Roll maybe a little too far. He talked a little bit about tapping it back, but now I think he's going to run it back.
Curling a little bit here, Brent, eh?
Yeah,
Run back double is there.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Richard
whoa,
Hart.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Whoa, up.
I like it.
Whoa.
Shooter. Yeah. Hard, Brent.
Had to curl a little more.
Beauty. Okay, Johnny.
One of the marvelous things about this game, and Ray's already told you, these are two of the best brushing front ends, best brushers in general in the whole game. Now watch this. You have John Morris and the brushers, Mark Kennedy on the left, Ben Heber on the right, just sort of cleaning. Now look at this. This isn't fast forward, folks. This is normal speed. They just turn it up to make sure they can hold the line. Tremendous brushing on all of these shots, and it makes such a difference. That's why we see such great numbers from the whole team.
Oh, no. Off.
No, we don't have it. Shoot. Doesn't like to finish that way.
It's okay, good throw.
Looking for the little roll behind that corner guard.
Hack. Whoa, whoa.
Heavy.
How heavy?
Solid hack. Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa. No. No.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
No.
whoa. Langer,
No.
Langer's a
No.
little bit. Go.
Trying to. That's just curious
Good
because
spot there.
before they didn't want to roll behind the short when they went to the long side. Why would it be better now to go to the short line this time?
Yeah, it's a good
I mean,
spot
if you're
there.
afraid of them making the double, why aren't you afraid this time?
I really just think because it's a shorter roll, they felt it was easier to get there.
We're wrong.
They could have made a decision early on that rock and swept it all the way and then tried to roll it over behind the long guard.
We're also not playing in the 4-foot anymore, Vic. There was some angles earlier.
Let's quickly go over to Simmons and Stoughton with Jeff Stoughton out of the Charleswood and Winnipeg leading. A win would lock up third place. Pat Simmons, final stone.
Get it out, Mark. Get it out, Mark.
Good call, John.
And Pat has a tap for 2, Vic, but this is a tricky little spot because the rocks are so close together.
Just touch it back and then sit.
Whoa!
If you can.
Whoa!
There's the touch, and there's the sit, and there's the 2. Tied 3.
Yeah, I meant to be really soft, like, and just.
It's good here, Cliffy.
Okay, guys.
Should be good, Cliffy.
Lob it in there.
Yeah.
Trying to bury this one around the tight
Yeah.
card.
Gotta go.
One
What do you
just
got?
off center.
It's close. Yep. Rope. Rope. Line's good. Whoa.
Room. Whoa, off. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Line's great.
Whoa.
Off, Saville.
Whoa. Fight the 4. Whoa. No,
Yeah, it's
no.
there, it's
Whoa.
there, it's there, it's there.
Finish, baby. Finish. Good shot, Glenn.
Ah, boy.
He's right. It really didn't snap, did it?
Sorry, I should have jumped it. I thought I laid it right down.
Perfect. Glenn, I still think that.
Well, the wins, well, the only win didn't come till very late. What's interesting about both G.Howard and Kevin Martin this year, they got off to relatively slow starts, but still ended up winning more than $61,000. The hottest team early in the season was Brad Gushue.
That was right diving.
Oh, smokes. Okay. A little less.
I think the trick for a lot of teams this year was to know how many events to play, Vic, because of these events in this time of year. You want to make sure you're peaking and not too tired out from playing all those events. So that's quite a bit of money considering 6 events and trying to pace your season a little bit.
Kevin's going to pick this.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
And he's got, stuffed it. Jammed it on the one in the back.
Well, I think there's a split here.
Yeah, we're going to look at possible 3, is it?
Yeah, you got to have the shooter come this way. Same turn, maybe. That's
Kind of scared of that.
right in here. Might really run down this spot. That looks good. Okay.
There's definitely a split. They feel
Back here.
coming down this way here. Just try and push this stone there and roll the shooter over there.
Yeah, I think so.
That's why I was surprised that Kevin actually played that, because that rock is in such a nice spot, relatively close to center and relatively close to the house.
In hindsight, he says, I was afraid about that. How big would this be?
There's definitely a split there, Vic. There's no question about that. They're not easy, but they're possible.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Heavy!
Off, right off, right
Whoa!
off.
Close!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Need to split. Yeah!
Yeah! Yes!
Hard!
Whoa!
Saville, Lang.
Whoa!
Now push one, roll one.
Oh, beautiful shot.
1, 2, and 3 for Glenn Howard here in the fourth.
Way to go, guys. Good eye.
Just the second time in round-robin play the entire week that Kevin Martin has given up a 3-spot. And it comes here the second time in the fourth end of this crucial winner-take-all for first place here at the Roar of the Rings.
Well, let's go. Yeah, that actually came up.
This SportsCenter update is brought to you by Esquire Movado Watches. My world, my watch.
Hello, welcome back inside the SportsCenter newsroom. I'm Jennifer Hedger. Hope you're enjoying the curling. We'll get back to Edmonton in just a moment. We've got SportsCenter tonight after the curling, but 11 o'clock Eastern time. Here's what's happening this evening. Lots of hockey on the ice. Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Bruins again. 3-1 Boston in the third. Mike Komisarek, great pass to Nikolai Kulemin. He redirects it home. So the Leafs down by 1 with about 10 minutes to play in this one. Canadians hosting the Penguins, tied at 1 in the second. Habs are on the power play. Roman Hamrlik's blast beats a screen to Marc-Andre Fleury. Hamrlik's got his 5th. Montreal's up 2-1, but the Penguins have tied at 2-2 after 2. Sens and Flyers on TSN2 right now. Scoreless in the second. Scott Hartnell blocks the shot. Takes off on the breakaway, but Brian Elliott keeps that out. Nick Foligno has just scored, so it is 1-0 Ottawa. And Phillies and Angels have reportedly emerged as front-runners for Roy Halladay. We'll have details for you.
A small part of Canada, a huge part of curling. And in 2010, 2 stellar events in Canada's Season of Champions will be bound for curling's heartland. It all starts in March when the best players in the world arrive in Swift Current for the Ford World Women's Championship. Then, next December, the top women's and men's teams in the country land in Medicine Hat for the Canada Cup. So, when do you arrive?
We see what most don't. This Christmas, we ask you to open your eyes and your heart and give.
Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, madame.
La vie, Grand Marnier.
Kevin Martin, in hindsight, said, you know, I saw that coming, that jam, and then it results in this.
Yeah, well, we talked about it during the end. I think if Kevin jammed it, that was a bad break, but even if he hits it over there and kills that yellow one, I think Glenn's going to try that split regardless.
Whoa, need the split. Yeah.
And this is great control of the brushing because these are not easy. It's got a little extra weight, so you have to clunk it enough to spill them both equally, and they do exactly that.
So it's 4-2. Howard. As we go to the 5th now, and Kevin Martin has the hammer playing the Yellowstones, and happy birthday to Brent Lang, and with more, Brian Mudrick joining us tonight. Hello, Brian.
Yeah, hey, Vic, you know, a lot of history on the ice when it comes to Kevin Martin and Glenn Howard, but we have to pass along some birthday history as well, as Brent Lang is now 31 years young, and he's just one of the great young players on the ice tonight, and some former teammates actually going head-to-head as well. You remember in the late 90s out in Ontario, it was John Morris, Craig Saville, Brent Lang. They won those back-to-back national junior championships, back-to-back world titles as well, which was absolutely fantastic. So I asked them, you guys still trash talk? buddies on the ice? They said absolutely, but it's all in great fun as they are still great friends. And then I asked Craig, so what did you get Brent for your birthday? And he said 2 wins. So they're obviously working on the second part of that birthday gift, but I'll tell you what, Vic, as you know, getting a berth straight to the final would make an outstanding present.
I
right
think
to the T-line.
he probably would appreciate something gold.
Bum pocket's good. Good wait for the pocket.
Yeah, it's got a curl.
Not everybody thinks that way, Vic.
It's a little light.
Gold.
It's not bad.
I think they'd appreciate a gold medal. Very
At
nice.
the end of the week, and another one in February would be lovely.
Yeah, it's a long way to go, isn't it?
Probably better hit and roll, eh?
Might be a pocket.
Huh?
Might be a pocket.
Yeah, I think there is.
You know, just to take that thought one further, we know that Kevin Martin has a longtime coach, Jules Oucher. Well, Scott Taylor, the coach of Glenn Howard, actually coached John Morris in late 1990s and early 2000s. So there's a lot of people out there that have former relationships, but now it's a battle for first place.
You gotta go hard. You gotta go harder. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Go, 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 go.
Perfect.
Oh, attaboy. Wow. Sweet. Shot. Great shot.
All right, boys. Okay, we got
You
two
can tap
corners.
that behind the corner and roll.
Yeah. I think, board.
Okay.
Well, we know how good Kevin Martin is at defending leads, so we'll see how Glenn Howard can do. Remember, I mentioned at the Brier last year, Kevin Martin didn't lose, don't forget, and he was never behind at the 5th end break in all those games, and he only was tied once. That's in round-robin play, so he wants to claw back into this one pretty quickly if he can. A deuce here would do very nicely.
Hard. Hard. No.
For a little roll.
7. Okay. It's good.
You
Threw it good.
7 now, or
Fine.
no?
No.
What do you want?
A lot like a 1. You need a stick on that 7 right through the middle. Like, didn't you throw the 7 already? That.
Checking in again on Furby Cooey, with Kevin Cooey leading 4-2. The difference so far being that steal of 2 for Cooey from the Saville Sports Center. Both these teams from the Saville here in Edmonton. In fact, of course, Kevin Martin is from there as well.
Off. Whoa. No. Whoa.
And 2 more. 6-2 Cooey.
Attaboy, Chuck.
Okay, boys, lock her on.
What do you got? 6?
3.
8?
3.
Okay. 3. Okay.
Good rock.
For those who don't follow it as closely as many of us,
I don't think it's heavy, but it's
the
close.
subtleties
Line's
between
real
a
good.
3 rock and an 8 rock and a
Line's
7
good.
might be as simple as 1.
Well, one rock can be straighter, one rock can have a little bit more curl in it.
Yeah, line's real
That's
good,
why
though.
they match them. That's why they got a
Bounce
book
and
on
big
them.
bounce.
Oh.
And so you have to know
line's
which
perfect.
one of those ones
It's
is
good,
being
it's good,
thrown.
It's good, it's good, it's good.
And as a skip, you want to know that for
How much ice to give,
Danny.
Vic?
Okay.
And actually, different teams do it differently. Some actually manage the whole stack of 8. They know what all 8 do. And so, Vic, if they have a come around and they think they have a rock that curls more, they'll just hand it to the player that they think needs to make that key come around. If they have a straight one, they might give it to the first player throwing a hit. Everybody does it just a little differently.
Nice shot, by the way.
Very nice shot. You know you've done your job when the opposition is looking to try and make a very difficult run back.
Richard Hart. Run it back.
Look at that.
Oh boy, picked it right off the face.
I mean, how good is that? Take a look at this. Good call, good brushing.
Good shot, buddy.
You have to be so accurate.
It's hard to explain how difficult those are because they keep making them and they make them look so easy. Those are tough, tough shots. Tough to throw, tough to call, and then you need the brushers involved.
Sweet. Over there. Lots of weight, line only.
Line's good, yep. Yeah, you're gonna have to go hard. Hard line. Okay, bye-bye.
T-line, it's all there.
Whoa,
Bouncing
line's
hair.
good. Clean. Whoa, good, 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 good. Whoa, it's good.
Yeah, bouncing a hair.
Go, John. Sorry, John.
To play it again, Linda?
Well, it's in a great spot. Hope so. I don't think you have much choice.
Yeah, here it comes again.
This time you're running your own in.
Did it with his first one. Saville, Lang trying to hold it. Once more. Why not? A little more. Heart surgery.
Yeah, lucky day today, huh?
Well, I couldn't agree more. That is surgery, Vic. That really is. Those two shots is definitely surgery. Look at this.
Just slice that one out.
I gotta do it again.
Are we out of it yet?
Great shoot. Maybe secretly when it's not hitting.
Yeah. And there's all his excitement. He was really excited about that because he knew he was going to make it, I guess.
Yeah, because there's actually lighting, right?
It really is remarkable. You know, there's not a fist pump. There's nothing. Okay, hold on.
No, guys. Some guys will be doing flips out there. Yours truly included. Mind you, I don't think I've ever made one.
Gotta get shot.
Come on. You gotta give the Martin team credit, though. They just keep putting it back.
Absolutely.
These are great shots.
Nice shoot.
Great shot. Two great shots by John.
It's hard to draw.
Two wonderful shots. We're just looking for that extra point.
I have no choice. Looks easy.
You made it.
You're going to curl a bit, or is he going to run
a little bit more?
Right there?
They're just talking about their individual throws and the stones they have. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh.
They feel Glenn's will curl a little bit more. He just saw his third make two of them, so now he'll give one a shot here.
A little bit of pressure when you just had your third man make them so perfectly.
Linda's talked about Richard, who is a left-hander, and it's a little different reaction with the stones.
Okay, once, twice, got another one. No, not this time. Oh my! In fact, he's going to kill his own at the back.
That's okay. He doesn't mind that, Victor.
Too bad. You threw good. Just the difference between you and me. That's
Yeah.
Darn it. Yeah.
I really think he needed a bit more ice. It's the in-turn for the right-hander versus the out-turn for the lefty, and over-curled.
Okay, but the comment was an interesting one, as Richard said. Just the difference between you and me.
What the release from Glenn gets more action on a stone than the release from Richard.
Leaves it high and half open, or
and they know that going in.
Hit and roll, roll on top.
Yeah, and again, Vic, an out-turn versus an in-turn, you often get a little bit different curl. Left-hander Richard with the out-turn and Glenn with the in. So those are things that they do know, though. They've played together for a long time. They just thought in that spot they could get away with it, and they didn't.
Well, actually, they did talk about taking more ice before, and maybe should have obviously taken just a little bit more.
Goal.
But that's a terrific sequence of shots.
Weight's close. Yeah. Whoa.
Showing you exactly how much these guys do know about
Weight's
curling.
good.
No, it's got to come down.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Weight's 4 foot. Line's good.
Weight's perfect.
Still all there.
Weight's perfect.
Still all there.
Just.
We got to even them up. No doubles. No doubles. Whoa.
Pat Simmons is lying two as Jeff Stoughton throws his last.
What are you supposed to do?
Right on it. Shot. No. Never do.
Hey. So Stoughton gets the single, and he'll take the lead going to the break. A win by Stoughton gives him third place. He sits there right now, but should he lose, He'd then drop into a tiebreaker against the winner of Furby Cooey.
Yeah, a board waiter got to get it flat. Like I can't make the double, so little board waiter try and roll in behind there.
Yeah, I like it.
To play the wide open one and try and roll behind the other stones that are on the other side of the ice.
Rich.
Yeah, it was interesting when Richard moved the broom. He was sort of standing up and cleaning the path. He did move and tighten it, so Glenn had asked for more. This is a softer weight so that you can get the steeper angle roll and still sit in the forefoot.
Clean it. Whoa, whoa. Close. Whoa, close. Yep, whoa. Yep. Hard. 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 Hey, go, go, go.
Still's going to curl.
Needs to sit and will not.
Had to catch it a little earlier with the brushes.
And so after getting that 3 in the 4th, Kevin Martin has a chance to get 2 of them right back here.
As I say, you give Kevin Martin's team full credit for the determination. You see shot after shot being made against you. 2 fantastic runbacks by Richard Hart. But the rest of the team on Kevin's side just kept plugging away, putting another one in, and finally they got the break, the miss with Glenn Howard.
Final stone.
It's a nice weight.
Trying for a couple.
Very close. This one's heavier.
Yeah.
No, it's good, John. It's all there. We could use the back. Are we on it? No.
Just a little dust to keep it clean. Don't need the backing.
Good angle this.
That was a terrific end of shot making. Kevin Martin gets 2.
There he is. You're in bear country.
Yeah, the bear. Kevin Martin.
Okay. So I think this is yours, and this is for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait.
Tim Hortons coffee mug and a Tim card, too. I love it.
Perfect.
Actually, it's perfect. Because there's a cat face on it.
The new China mug, only $7.95 with a packet of coffee. Or the reloadable Quick Pay Tim card. They're the perfect gifts for the Tim Hortons coffee lover.
Yes, do hurry. Our 54-piece Oriental Party Pack is just $9.99 for a limited time. No Bonspiel is complete without these delicious appetizers. M&M meat chops, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
Stanley asked me to play this for you.
To Gloria, I leave the house and my never-ending love. To Beth and Tom, I leave the rare coin collection for my nephew Charles, the country club membership. And for John, my favorite concierge, I leave the Monet, the Bentley, and the Italian villa for reasons that will remain between us. Right, John?
I'm sorry for your loss. I mean, you know, about Stanley, not the stuff.
We survived the terrain, overcame the climate, and braved the snow. One might say we've been training for this moment for 340 years. The official Vancouver 2010 Canadian Olympic Team Collection from Hudson's Bay Company, only at the Bay and Zellers.
Euphoria, Calvin Klein. Available at major department and drugstores across Canada.
The path to victory is paved with losers, feeble stepping stones destined to crumble against the destructive forces of a superior mind, who will come to be known as the Victor. Conquer your friends with the new, faster Game of Risk.
feels like cashmere.
The 2009 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons proudly joins Canadians across the country in cheering on our best as sponsor of the 2010 Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials.
Not once, but twice, Richard Hart in that fifth.
Well, Vic, you called it surgery, and that's exactly what it was. Linda, look at him. I mean, not once. And then he plays it again. Look at this.
You take into all the factors, the distance between the rocks, the angle you have to come in to make sure you don't pick off your own. What wonderful shot making.
Richard Hart is with Brian.
Richard, first off, I guess got to ask if you're actually human. You make those two outstanding shots here in 5. The 2 run backs, maybe take us through them.
Well, I'll just throw them hard, try to hit the broom, but yeah, that's not typically my shot, so I'm pretty proud of myself pulling those 2 off.
Tied 4-4 with Kevin Martin. A lot of great shots, a close game. Is this exactly what we should have expected?
Well, yeah, I think so. Both teams are playing well. They're not going anywhere. I mean, they're going to keep coming at us. So this, hopefully, if we keep playing well, this thing's going to go right down to the wire, and it'll just be who's got hammer in the last end, I think.
Good luck.
Hey, thanks, Brian.
Let's take a look at the numbers after 5. They're brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, 1 aisle.
Well, I think there's 2 surprises from the first 5. One was the call in the 4th end by Kevin Martin. We maybe thought he shouldn't play the big bang. And if you look at the numbers, well, yeah, that's the surprise, too. Kevin Martin's hit percentage is way down. Usually that is their strength, while the draw is the strength of Howard. But there's still a long way to go. Battle for first at stake.
We're tied at 4. Martin, Howard, here in Edmonton.
Yeah.
What that lead means is that I've been driving pretty efficiently. Instead of being leaves, it should just be money. Give me little green dollar bills, because that's what I'm saving, is dollars. Bling, ding, 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 give me a little cash register.
I like it for the rear doors that open 180 degrees.
I like the radio system.
I like that it's a driving billboard.
I don't have to use my credit card that often for gas.
You've got big plans for a big dinner. You pick up the kids, you pick up the dry cleaning, and just as you're picking up steam, you pick the route home with all the traffic.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned beef pot roast, ready, fast, and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
Okay. So I think this is yours, and this is for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait.
Tim Hortons coffee mug and a Tim card, too. I love it.
Perfect.
Actually, it's perfect. Because there's a cat face on it.
The new China mug, only $7.95 with a packet of coffee. Or the reloadable Quick Pay Tim card. They're the perfect gifts for the Tim Hortons coffee lover.
For Canada's top curlers, their mission each year is to be playing on Sunday in the National Championship Final. And for Canada's curling fans, now there are 4 ways to Sunday. For the Scotties Tournament of Hearts in Sault Ste. Marie and the Tim Hortons Briar in Halifax, you can select from 4 different 7-game packages. And each one includes the entire championship weekend. 4 ways to Sunday, exclusively at seasonofchampions.ca.
Bonjour, monsieur, 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 monsieur. Bonjour, madame, 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 madame.
La vie, Grand Marnier. She couldn't decide what to wear. Cialis. Ask your doctor if Cialis is right for you.
Sunday and Monday, week 14.
Phillies at the Meadowlands. And the Niners have to win as Arizona comes to town. Eagles, Giants, Sunday at 7. And Monday Night Football, Cards, Niners, Monday at 7:30. The 2009 Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings is brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Stylish designs for any room. By Ford, Drive Warm. And by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
Before we get back to our game, let's update the game between Randy Ferbey, Kevin Cooey. Of course, this all-important, the winner of this one would play Jeff Stoughton in a tiebreaker. Should Stoughton lose his game? David Nedewin throwing the fourth stone for the Ferbey team. Makes the hit. Oh, and he gets the double for the deuce. And it's 6-4. Cooey going to the break. As we welcome you back to Rexall Place and the final night of round-robin play. And we're tied at 4. Glenn Howard and Kevin Martin as we go to the 6th. And Glenn Howard has the hammer playing the Redstones.
Plays hard.
Line's good. Line might be a little tight.
Line's good.
That was a great job by David Nedewin to put himself back in that game. And of course, it all could go for naught if Jeff Stoughton does not lose, but that game's very close. So.
John, yep, come on. Easy. Cross it. Okay, we're
it's good. It's good.
Very nice, Ben.
Nice
job,
Ben.
Real good.
Good shooting, buddy.
Richard Hart was certainly right on with his comments. This game most likely will go right down to the wire. And who has that elusive last rock coming home?
Lots.
Close. We started the game with a miss by Craig Saville in a very straight spot. You'll see that his numbers are below 80. We rarely see that from these front ends.
Around it?
Oh, it's on it.
You're on it. Get beside it, though.
Whoa. Let it hit. Let it tick. Okay.
Real strong. Trying to angle freeze on it.
Right in the old pocket, dog.
Hey, Mark. This isn't bad.
Oh, we hitting it.
Just hacks.
Okay.
What do you got? 7.
Asking again about the stone number.
They know each and every stone out there at this stage of the game.
I mentioned Kevin Martin struggled with the ice rating early in this event, but you have to give him credit too. He shook it off, and now doing their best just to manage what they've got, and that's what you've got to do. The ice is fine. It's just a little bit different each day, so you have to work with what you've got.
Yeah, I don't know. A little bit. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Good throw.
I watched that, eh?
Well, obviously you can tell why he didn't want to roll to that particular spot that allows a double.
At this stage, Mark Kennedy is actually the frustrated one on the Martin team. He's had a few that have gone in a different direction than they thought.
Whoa, yep. Whoa, you gotta go.
Ah. Good.
Shot. Okay, Mark. Just hacks.
It's okay, Mark. Make this one. Just hack weight.
Same weight? Well, a little less. Just hack.
Good positive hack, so just easy.
You can see half of it. Has to be a little careful not to jam it on the other side.
And you could hear John Morris talking to Mark Kennedy. I said Mark is a bit frustrated, so John just calming him down a bit, telling him about the weight to throw.
Mark.
Van Hebert is out in front. John Morris closest to the stone.
Whoa! Hard on it, Kev. Nice shot.
Nice throw is right.
Beauty.
It's also a great example of how the brushes can hold the stones up, because that Mark was not, he hit the broom for sure, but they just held it, then let it go a bit, and then they held it again.
Yeah, this spot's nice.
Robbie second. It's fine.
Howard with the hammer after a nice deuced by Kevin Martin.
This is a come around on the red guard, and Kevin has one on the other side that would probably be shot rock over this. Not concerned at this stage, just want to get it buried.
Pretty good. Whoa, looks heavy. Good. Whoa. Whoa, looks heavy. Whoa. Line only. Yeah, a little heavy.
Back there. And back there it is. Sits for second shot. What do you like?
Either the...
Decision time here. Do you want to go in behind?
I think we come around the center.
That's what Kevin's first thing. He first walked up there.
I think we could change it. I'll just go listen to it.
Fielder's choice.
Because if we come with the intern, he can play a hit and roll on top of us. We don't want that.
What do you want? You want to go back into this area here, hit that one, or are you going to play the come around? I think that's what they've chosen.
Remember, speed's right up, boys, so let's not be any
I don't think it'll run quite like that. I'm usually a little better at that backhand. That's my backhand, Dick. You know, it's not quite as good as my forehand. But
not heavy, John.
Okay, just clean. I think the weight's pretty good, boys. Line's good, yep. Yep, line's, yep. Hard line.
Let him go a bit.
Hard
go
line.
ahead. Got lots of room.
Line's real good, just top four.
Oh,
line's real good, Mark, at the end.
Yep.
Yep.
There he is.
Yep.
Oh, it's good.
Line's real good. Top of the button.
Sorry, I should have been off it a bit.
Play back line on that.
Okay.
some kind of curling.
Yeah, you could run the yellow into the other yellow, too.
Yeah, you could. I don't like just freezing.
No, I don't either. No.
I like back line.
Yeah, you think, can you make it with back line?
Yeah, Mark made it with, it was in there more.
He's better.
We're actually trying to move right out.
Okay. Well, that's true. I'm a third, yeah. Yeah, you like that?
Okay.
Yeah. And we saw Joni Moe's intern come down there. That's the draw on the button, and this is Richard Hart's.
Back line, though. That's not the right
this is Richard Hart's intern. We saw Joni Moe's outturn come down there.
If I throw back line, I think I need a bit more. No.
Lots.
No. Okay. Sorry. Go back there. You like that? Yeah. Just back line. I'm thinking.
Yep.
They said we don't want to freeze. That's because they don't want to get forced into that tight little button area having the hammer. They'd love to get their deuce, so they'd also love to move this out and get some room to work with in that house.
I don't like the freeze on that one either, and it's too far down the line right now, Linda, as well.
Whoa, off! Right off! No!
Oh, weight's killing it.
No, never!
No.
As far as it goes, Sal.
Yellow.
Go, as far as it'll go. Shooter rolls over onto the face of their own and didn't quite push it out, and so it appears now to be Martin lying 2 without the hammer here in 6.
Coming in. I mean, it's not busting, Rich.
Wow.
It is not busting.
Love the line.
Oh, I know, and it did try coming in.
Yeah, at the hog line, it looked almost perfect. And the weight was exactly what they talked about. John's out turn, come around again.
Hair more weight. Line only.
Okay. Line's good.
Line only. Weight's good.
Clean.
Yeah. Lots of weight. Lots of room. Don't want to sweep this.
Probably in this path, we're still looking at a fairly speedy path, 14 and a half. Should be perfect for weight. Now it's the question of line.
Touch that bad boy.
It's good, Mark.
Yep.
Whoa.
Nice.
Even better. There was a corner showing the first time, right? Nothing showing now, is there?
It's absolutely
that's brilliant.
Marvelous.
All you can do is run the guard.
He's had a fair amount of success at this shot.
Whoa. Yeah! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa.
They can do a lot of damage.
Attaboy.
Runs it back.
Did he not say in his interview that this was not his kind of shot? Didn't you hear that, Victor?
I did,
no, he did.
It's not my kind of shot, he said.
You stick it, and you get the double here.
Pick up.
Oh, I saw it big time. Yeah, I saw the pickup.
Wish you wouldn't do that.
But then I guess we still got the cut. Oh, unless he shot into this.
Yeah, we got to be almost T-line. That way, if he hits it into this one.
Oh, okay.
At this stage, there is a double on the 2 yellows on the right.
What if we're biting the 4-foot though?
There's also now that Howard guard out in front.
I think we either got to be right on the T-line. I think biting the 4-foot's the
stones that
best.
Linda's talking about. These ones over here.
You are giving him a chance to make it then. The thin double, right? To stick it.
So where do you like?
Back here, you're not giving them a chance at that.
Kevin's talking about
this one, but it's the
if
same
you run
angle.
that red one back, what angle you'll have on the one about to be played and those 2 yellows.
So where do you want this stone? Back there?
We got it top button or right on the
Might
button?
be a
He
little.
wants a top button right in front of the
blue.
button.
I'm just saying it'll be good. It'll be
tight.
No, that's why we're thinking bite. Shit, he's jamming, but let's go right on the button. If we get a miss.
He gets it in there, of course. You know that Glenn Howard is going to play the run back.
Top button, guys.
Shot, Rich.
Now that center guard has been moved over just a little bit, so he's got to come through the hole. Are they going to come this way again just because they know it, or could they come the other way?
But that's a good point, Victor. Good for you. I mean, the rock is over a little bit, and it's a little different piece of ice. We saw Johnny Morris make 2 gorgeous shots there.
You tend to come this way, though, Vic, because you don't want to group your stones. If it happen to hang out, you might leave something on the other side.
Where is he?
Gotta go.
Whoa, 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 easy, easy. Just
You work Kennedy again.
We're not top button.
Hold it. Oh, that's fine. That's good.
Wow, how good, huh? How good is that?
I like that because it's pretty. Like, it's pretty thick, and actually it goes onto there. If to nut it, it's definitely taking on one of these rails.
Talking about the run back, and
what else? I didn't mean to say
had worried about the position of that rock.
Yeah, because of the run back. Where was it going to be if he makes the run back?
Yeah.
Glenn tried one of these the last end, didn't have a great deal of success with it, so we'll see what happens here. Out turned down the center line.
Yep. Yes. Hard. Yes. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Yes. Hard. Go.
Run it back. Stick it. And the raised stone will roll over. And it is still Martin lying the 2 without. As we check in on Simmons and Stoughton, that red stone, 4 foot, that belongs to Pat Simmons. Here's his final stone. This is a draw. If he can get to the face of his own, I think he might be able to get his deuce. He'll have enough for the 4 foot. There is a Yellowstone that is biting the 4 as well. That would be enough. 2 red. Simmons leads 5-4. Again, we'll point out, if Stoughton wins, he has 3rd. Should Stoughton lose it, he'll play the winner of Furby Cooey in a tiebreaker.
Foot extra? Same weight?
Whoa.
I think I got lots of weight.
Same weight.
Weight's good. I think we got lots of weight. Line's really good.
Line's okay.
Line only. Oh, is it heavy?
Well, it's in a quicker path.
Okay. Line's really good.
Button. Well,
we got to bury some of it. Line's really good.
It doesn't have to bury. Whoa.
It's T-line. It's all there. Oh, shoot. Don't want to touch it. Sit. Don't want to. Oh, Johnny, whoa. Okay. There you go. That's good. Good. Nice to curl another 2 inches.
Yeah.
That is perfect. I thought it would
started at the end. It started.
Yeah.
Is there anything there to get multiple points?
No, he'll be happy with this.
Oh yeah. I like to throw just like back ring.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just want to score, Vic, with it being on the top button. You do have to move that Yellowstone that's in the center. Remember, they got a little bit of a surprise with Richards running straight here, so just spending a moment to figure out what to do with this rock of Kevin's.
You can see half of it, but you have to be very careful.
Richard.
Rich. Rich.
Final stone here in the 6th. Glenn Howard, and he's facing 3 Martin Stones.
Plenty. Whoa. Whoa, looks heavy. Plenty. Good, good, good.
Whoa.
Easy hack. Light good, hack. Clean it. It's good. Hack. Whoa. It's good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Great shot, Glenn. Whoa. Thick.
It's good. For 1 here in 6.
That pick doesn't went by the guard. Yes. Oh. Wow.
Howard leads.
No, that didn't happen 5 feet sooner.
This year, our exclusive hors d'oeuvre quartet, succulent shrimp platter, famous Oriental party pack, and tasty shrimp party pack are just $9.99 each. Oh yes, we saw your wish list. Only at M&M Meat Shops, your holiday food headquarters.
Recipe unchanged since 1745. Drambuie, the spirit lives on.
Make your home holiday ready, inside and out, with Canadian Tire.
Have you heard about Restore-Lax?
It's a laxative that works with your body. Restore-Lax relieves constipation with no bloating, no gas, and no cramping.
It's the #1 doctor-recommended laxative in the U.S.
And it's available in Canada over the counter.
New Restore-Lax relieves occasional constipation by gently bringing water into your bowel. Restore your body's natural rhythm with Restore-Lax.
Get active with a workout that gets your heart pumping, builds your strength, keeps you focused, lifts you up, and gets you real results. All in the comfort of your home. It's time for a change. EA Sports Active keeps you motivated with fun, effective workouts on the way. Now stay active with more workouts. Rated E for everyone.
The path to victory is paved with losers, feeble stepping stones destined to crumble against the destructive forces of a superior mind, who will come to be known as the Victor. Conquer your friends with the new faster Game of Risk.
Make the move to Canada's sports leader in high definition. TSN HD is now available on a free preview. Upgrade your sports experience. The biggest events, the best games, all the news and highlights in beautiful high definition. Catch the IIHF World Junior Hockey Championship on TSN HD. For more information, contact your local television service provider.
This lady's ready. 64 days till the world comes to Canada for Vancouver 2010, the Olympic Winter Games and TSN's coverage begins February the 12th. Exclusive Believe clothing is now available to share in that Olympic spirit. Go to ctvolympics.ca/store for more. Glad you're having a good time. What happened here?
Well, watch right here, just right there. Right there, it picked just a little bit, but watch it might move sideways here. Right there. If it catches that pick a little bit before, oh yes. And almost rubbed that guard with the pick. It would look fine all the way. They weren't rushing it, but it did pick something.
Well, that's interesting because it was actually Glenn saying it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, thinking they would keep it clean, and Richard calling them off. So that would have been a disaster, and Richard would have felt terrible about that.
Facing 3. They make the shot, though. Howard gets his single. We go to 7. Kevin Martin playing the Yellowstones has the hammer down by 1.
Very nice. Voice up.
Top 4, corner guard. There's the center guard, and here's the angle.
I think we're there, don't we?
Line's good.
Line's good.
Line only.
Line's good.
Line only. Lots of weight.
Line's good.
Wait.
Pull. Pull.
Oh, deep.
T-line.
Yeah.
T-line.
Trying, though. It's trying.
Right
yeah,
on.
we're not by. We're definitely not by.
Still trying.
Shot, Bank. Nice shot. Was that path I threw to the wing extra fast or what? Was it? No, seriously.
Is what?
Was that path
Yeah, I
extra
think
fast?
it was, yeah. Yeah, I think it was, Brent.
Freeze it in there, eh? Line's good, we can tap it. Sure, yeah, just draw. Just freeze, oh, yeah.
The freezes on those first ones have not been made perfectly at this point. There's been some that have left a little gap. There's a tiny gap between those two. And a little bit steeper angle.
Yep.
I think one of the most interesting parts of watching two teams like this play each other are the little comments, Linda, are the little things. Because you're hearing them from the best in the world, and they're concerned about the stones. They talk about the stones. What stone do I have, etc., etc. That one broke a little more than they thought. It spun back a bit.
Not enough ice, buddy. It was
Keeping a close eye on this all Edmonton, all Saville Sports Center game. Randy Furby, Kevin Cooey. Cooey up 6-4 and playing his last. He has the hammer.
Well, he has to just get by a rock and tap one of his own up
For
there.
a possible deuce. Shotstone is right on the pin. Second is at the back of the 4. That's the red one. Can he tap it up and grab enough? Wow-wee.
Hard! Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Kevin Cooey takes another deuce. 8-4.
It's not bad.
Large heat, Mark Kennedy with the little hit and flip, and there are 2 yellows in there. Shotstone still belongs to Howard behind the center guard.
Solid hack. Just hack. 3. Hard. Real hard. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. 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 Off. Whoa, 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 off. Whoa, 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 whoa. Rub it. Get in there. Good shot. Shot. Get out of there, Kevy. Attaboy. I wasn't there for it. I'll try to get this roll.
Straight roll, Mark.
Like solid board. Board? Yep. Yeah.
This is a great example of the patient setup. We don't see them panic about shot rock.
Anyways, just the roll.
It's trying to maneuver the rocks around the house. Free up the house, get your rocks in behind cover. Eventually, there'll be a chance to move on shot rock.
Off. Easy. Close. No.
Is it in the ring still?
No. It's dead jam.
This is so brutal.
It's okay. It's just a really straight rock, that one.
Piece of shit ice.
It's got to throw the 7 and the 3 differently. The 3 is straight, the 7 curls. Guaranteed.
As I mentioned, Mark Kennedy has 2 stones that he doesn't like, and often the second does get them because he plays more hits and you get a little less reaction problem with them. But he's got to control the frustration. I give Kevin a lot of credit because we've said early in the week he struggled with the ice and stones, but he's really parked that, and he's just trying to manage it now.
It's going to be open if you roll a rock or something.
Yeah, Mark has really had a tough time with those 2 stones. There's no question about that.
Solid. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 no, no. Yep, go.
Roll away.
Great shot. Attaboy, Richie. John. Let's go.
Try to go cross face with it.
That's the way.
John Morris, run back.
Yep, yep. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Right off. Right off.
Nuts.
Trying to roll the shooter as well.
Nice shot. Shot, Johnny.
Shot. Slightly better.
Just make it
Shot.
buried so the double's open.
I think I play the swingy turn, even though you're not supposed to. What do you think?
Sure. That's fine. There's no.
I guess it doesn't matter. It'll go both ways. It'll go.
Just bite the top quarter.
You want it that far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's max.
Okay.
Yeah.
The swingy turn is around between the two yellows. This is the little bit straighter spot. Richard said you're not supposed to. That's if you leave a corner sticking out, then your opposition could roll behind the corner guard.
And they get the corner behind the corner on you. That's right.
Root. It's light.
Root. Real close, sure.
It's light, isn't it? Whoa, whoa.
Root.
Whoa.
Where are we?
Whoa, no line.
Way out there.
Whoa.
Coming.
No.
Line's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Line's good.
Yes.
Line's great.
Go.
Line's great.
Go.
Hard. Line's perfect.
Go,
Line's
go,
perfect.
go, go.
Hard.
Trying to get some
Sam
separation.
Oh, great shot, Richard.
Boy, great judgment. And he sucked one in there, too.
That's a beauty.
Well said.
They were trying to get as much separation between the guard and the one in the house. You have to decide which one Kevin's going to play, the run back or the in-off.
But if I ever make this real good,
This is better. Because then you roll this thing off the center line. Okay? And if you dead nut it, that's okay.
So they'll play the run back.
Playing the run back, trying to catch it on the right-hand side of the stone, which the yellow stone will then go over towards the two reds on the other side. And if you run it straight back, it's not bad.
Whoa. Whoa.
And he nutted it.
Yeah, he was in between. He wanted to hit the back one a little thinner so that the Yellowstone will go over against the two reds, because this now is wide open.
Good throw.
Yeah, I guess nose is good, isn't it?
I don't know. Does it leave him a double and stick on the side
Like
frozen
nose,
on
Rick?
us?
It's okay, but
Yeah, nose is really good.
Yeah.
you don't like that?
Barry, he just goes around. He goes around, exactly. Yeah, nose.
You like that better?
They're thinking
Yeah,
Kevin's
I think
first
so.
shot. This is Glenn's first. And
Like cute, he goes around, eh?
if you go in behind, if you
Well, he's going to go around anyway, and you'll have to make that. But
Yeah, well, that's
Okay.
easier than
No.
freezing.
if you get the roll in behind, then Kevin will be forced to draw, and he'll go in behind both of them. They're just a 12-foot, 8-foot shots.
If you leave this one exposed too, if Kevin does get something behind, you can raise his back. So deciding on this plan of just a nose hit.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa,
whoa.
whoa. Solid ass. Right off.
Off. Jesus.
That isn't coming at all.
It is the straightest spot on the sheet.
That's horrible strategy. Jesus.
That ever run.
Throw, Glenn. We overthought that, man. Like, we're screwed now. We just... Good throw. You threw it good. I jumped.
I know,
That's
yeah,
my fault.
You know, let's
Just make it
go ahead, Ray.
Manny,
They wanted to sit, they told you why. They wanted to sit right there like that.
fight the 4.
And now this Kevin has his chance to go in behind here, just the top of the 4-foot. That becomes a very difficult shot to get out of there.
Linda, how many times have we three sat here, we three wise men, or two wise men and a wiser woman, and thought that exactly what Richard Hart said? We have overthought this, and we think that a lot. Sometimes we just say, let it rip. Just throw the thing. Is he right?
Yes, I think he is in that case, because it affected, I think, their ice call, Vic, and it happened from the hack end.
Oh, looks heavy, Mark.
No, it's not heavy. Top 4. Off. Clean.
Clean. You're good, Kev.
That looked good.
Kevin's made a lot of those shots today, boy.
Wonder why we didn't go over to Simmons Stoughton. They blanked. And so it remains Simmons leading, but
like
Stoughton has the hammer playing 8.
Well, I got to throw it. That's a half rock, isn't it? Maybe, yeah, that's a half rocker. I think I like that, Rich.
Coming off?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Out turn.
They talked about coming off the red ones and trying to make it that way, but they're going to run the center one back and try and get a piece of the.
Yeah, I like this one better.
Yeah, the off looks flat.
That's pretty flat.
Nail it.
Yeah.
The top red one is the one that they thought about coming off of, but you can heard the comment. It's pretty flat. So let's run this one through and try and get it off the button.
Final stone, Glenn Howard here in the 7th.
Whoa. Real pulse. Whoa. Hard. Hard. Yeah. Hard. Hard. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Run it back, and he's going to get them both.
Beautiful shot.
And avoided the jam.
Sorry, Victor, go ahead.
No, it's just the fact that he avoided that.
It was a risky little shot, too.
Ridiculous. I shouldn't have curled that much. I know.
I'm not sure which side they were actually expecting to hit that one on. They're talking about it over curling. I think maybe they thought of hitting it on the right. Look, it over curls and hits it on the other side. You can make those doubles either side. But look,
that
just
same one, eh?
missed the stack on the right.
Same rock.
They definitely were playing on the other side, and it was a little risky to go on the side that it turned out to be, but it's still a great shot. I don't care what you say about it.
It was indeed. And at a very key time in the game, it is a force.
A little heavy, actually. It's pretty close.
No, I don't think so.
Looks all here.
Yeah, it is.
Clean. No, I think it's okay.
Nope, you're right.
Line's good.
Hebert, Kennedy.
Clean.
Line's good.
Nothing.
Clean.
It's yours.
It's in the smudge a bit.
Martin thought it was okay out of his hand. Martin knows best. We're tied at 5.
This SportsCenter update is brought to you by Tourism Whistler. You could win a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Whistler this winter. Visit Whistler.com.
Hello again. Welcome back inside the SportsCenter newsroom. I'm Jennifer Hedger. We'll get back to the curling in just a moment. A reminder, we've got SportsCenter tonight right after the curling. Here's what's going on this evening. And hockey action, Maple Leafs facing the Bruins. The Leafs trailed 3-0, but they got it to 3-2 before Mark Recchi tucks home his 6th. It had an empty netter. Boston takes it 5-2. Habs hosting the Penguins, tied at 2 in the 3rd. Pascal Dupuis takes a long shot at handcuffs Carey Price. Dupuis' 8th makes it 3-2 Pens. That's your game winner. On TSN 2 tonight, Senators and Flyers were scoreless in the 3rd. Nick Foligno cuts to the net, stuffs home his own rebound for his 6th. The Sens had an empty netter. They take it 2-0, and the Vancouver Canucks hosting the Atlanta Thrashers tonight as well. The Olympic Torch making an historic journey to the House of Commons today. We've got all the riveting photos tonight.
There is no better delivery in the house than our shrimp platter. And at that price, I'd say it hit right on the button. Hurry in. Our shrimp platter is just $9.99 for a limited time. M&M Meat Chops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
The goal of the program is for the kids to have fun curling. By taking the program into the schools, we're reaching a lot of communities that have no access to curling, that have never seen the sport before. So we're hoping to reach a whole new audience base and of course, youth as well. I mean, for the future of the sport, we've got to get kids involved. I think you can hear and see by the screaming and yelling that they're really enjoying it. So, I mean, we want them to think of curling as fun when they do get an opportunity to get out on the ice and play.
This morning, I watched a scene of unspeakable horror. I spent some time with friends, getting their updates over coffee. And then, I started a search to find the perfect place to just hang out. This phone is awesome.
Rock the web with ultimate web phones, exclusively on Canada's reliable network.
Yes, do hurry. Our 54-piece Oriental Party Pack is just $9.99 for a limited time. No Bonspiel is complete without these delicious appetizers. M&M meat chops, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
Okay, so I think this is yours, and this is for you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait.
Tim Hortons coffee mug and a Tim card, too. I love it.
Perfect.
Actually, it's perfect. Because there's a cat face on it.
The new China mug, only $7.95 with a packet of coffee. Or the reloadable Quick Pay Tim card. They're the perfect gifts for the Tim Hortons coffee lover.
Coming up Saturday, TSN has coverage of the Merrill Lynch Shootout live from the Tiburon Golf Club in Naples, Florida. Coverage begins at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific. Of course, that's Greg Norman's tournament where they have the 24 players in teams of 12, and they'll play modified shots, best ball, and a scramble. We're in a scramble here, aren't we? Tied at 5 as we go to the 8th. This winner take all, as it were, moving on to Sunday's final of the Roar of the Rings. And Glenn Howard has the hammer here in 8, playing the Redstones.
John, easy. Just clean.
Well, if you,
Line's good.
I say this on many occasions, but if you like curling and you're watching this, and I'm sure many of you are, it's really something to see, to behold. Shot after shot after shot. It's marvelous what they can do with these stones.
Well, Jason Gunlickson has not won a game.
Sorry, boys.
But he has won the admiration of the crowd here in Edmonton. The 24-year-old from Beausejour has thrilled them with some of his big weight shots. And he said before, you know, this is all about building. Said that in Prince George, actually, before qualifying. You know, this is about building for the next trials. So there's a name to watch for as we continue on, of course. Jason Gunlickson. Wayne Madaw picks up the win, 9-4 the final, and he'll finish at 2-5.
Pretty good. Easy, Rich. Getting better. Line's good, line's good. Easy. Room. Yep. Hard. Oh, grab a bit. That's not bad shot. That works. Hard boy.
Let's take a look at some of the player numbers now. They're brought to you by Ford. Drive one.
Well, these are good numbers, but not quite often we see them in the 90s. Don't forget Craig Saville, very first end, missed a hit. That brought his overall numbers down. And Benny Hebert a little lower on the draws. Still good, and they've grappled a little bit with the ice tonight.
Line only. Should be close. Line's good. Weight's there. Okay, well, it's all there. Clean. Room. Weight's good. No, coming down. Okay. Really coming down. Weight's good. Line's perfect. Weight's good. Weight's good. No bounce, Benny. No bounce. Freeze it. It's all there. It's all there. Oh. Andy. Oh, boy, Mark. Open it up. Good shot. Perfect. All right. Open it up.
That's a great angle.
Yeah. Think something good will happen. Yeah. Nose. Yeah. Even that. Anyway, this way's fine.
Got to get this opened up a little bit.
Close. Real close. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Atta boy. Shot. I threw this in 6, and it looked close, remember? And I ended up hitting the high side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, it's just real gradual, Mark.
Just to the hacks, Marcus.
This is where we have seen a bit of a surprise. The seconds, the top two coming into this event, and Mark Kennedy with the frustration with the stones. You can see that his hit numbers are much lower than usual at 70%. He's got to control that frustration, though, if they want to win this game.
Clean.
Yep.
Come on. Hard. Yep. Hard, guys.
Well, threw pretty good. Sorry, Mark. Should have been on it.
Lenny's everywhere.
Threw that really good.
Tough one, Mark. thought you had it.
All day.
Okay, we talk.
That's a,
to me anyway, we talk about skips and management, and there is a case to my way of thinking. You've got Mark Kennedy struggling. Martin has got to plant the positive and say, my fault, right? He's got to take some pressure off.
Yeah, he did. And he said, you threw it well, Mark, and my fault. I should have had the brushers on it earlier, and I didn't.
And the other good thing is John Morris, and let's remember, John over his years has had a little bit of trouble controlling his emotions when things went poorly. John is the first to go over to Mark and pat him on the back and try and get his mind back on the next shot, and that's a great thing to see between Kevin and John.
pretty close. Right off. No.
Okay. They wanted to roll it in behind the corner. It just never moved for them.
Even nose isn't horrible. John, even nose isn't horrible.
Nose is not bad here.
Hey, it's good board. Just good board.
There's two nice guards out in front that Glenn Howard would love to use.
Well, 2 points at this stage of the game would be huge, Linda. So Glenn's going to go all out to try and get in behind one of those guards if he can.
Well, wow, what a spot. Okay, there's a ridge there where it either goes or doesn't.
Or let me ask you this, because we know that these two teams are so good at playing the scoreboard, and you want to control that hammer. When does Howard say, we can't get anything done here, we'll play for the blank, even play for the blank maybe in 9 and take that hammer to 10? When would you even consider that?
Well, he's got 2 rocks out in front, Victor, so it's, he's going to continue to try to get a roll some way and get in behind them. So, you know, if it was maybe there was only 1 stone or something, it might be different. But this is an opportunity for him. He's got the center of the rings open, and he's got 2 corner guards up, so he's going to work as hard as he can to get something in behind them.
Hard! 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 Whoa! 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 Yep! Whoa!
Look at this.
Oh boy.
Just like that, Victor.
Well, if there's one person on the ice you want throwing that kind of shot, it's Richard Hart. He's at 91%, and he has the big edge at 3rd. He's playing a lot of hits. Remember the run backs earlier? He has been brilliant. Making a big difference in this game. Look at that roll.
Holy mackerel. Maybe I should have tried throwing left-handed.
I like the weight.
Yeah, I think we're all there.
Room.
Line's good.
Wait, it's all there. Yeah, it's all there. A lot of room.
Line's
Pretty good.
Clean it, Mark. Yep.
Room.
Well, then we don't have to sweep.
Whoa.
Not even close.
Oh, I'm not sweeping for weight.
Finish.
Good, John. Good shot.
A little run and roll off.
Pretty nice shot by John. Boy, I tell you, it's shot after shot.
Finish your hair more, I guess.
Hey?
Ooh, it's pretty buried.
It's almost
It's very buried.
Yeah, draw away. Yeah, it's right up here.
What do you think of the line here? He said
Just
J-Mo was
thinking about
wider,
the
but
ice.
yeah, mine will curl too. You threw one.
Oh yeah, no, this spot goes.
Right up.
Checking in on Simmons and Stoughton, 5'4" Simmons, and he is Pat Simmons from Davidson, Saskatchewan, is lying one. Jeff Stoughton and his last with a chance to score a deuce and take the lead here in the 8th.
No. Okay.
Whoa.
Just a little bump right now.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Avoids the jam. There's the 2. Stoughton has the lead. Again, the win by Stoughton, he'd have 3rd place. A loss by Stoughton, he'll play the winner, Furby Cooey, in a tiebreak.
We got it off the angle, didn't we?
Good job. Because nothing
With it, I guess if we hammer it, we were never getting shot and making that.
No.
We had to leave him shot, I guess.
We could have swept it a hair earlier. It's real. It's one of the Cooey shot the other night.
Yeah, I guess we sweep it a hair
early and you get the angle, pops it more.
Split the rings with this yellow.
Okay, I'd rather be top 8.
You like that?
Makes
if
the
we
double,
guard,
he's
If you guard, he makes a run back, which they're making all day. They're line 3.
trouble in paradise.
Okay. Not
It's a nice
line.
angle on that
He's too
red.
deep.
Yeah, there is a lovely angle. The shot rock is Martin, so he's just going to split the house and
just right here. Just
lie 2.
The only way you can go wrong with this is go into a position where Glenn Howard can come off
Morris,
that red
where
and
do you
then
want it?
bounce over and
Split
get
it with
both
this
yellows
red,
out.
a foot above the tee line.
That's why they're sticking it
Or with this yellow.
above the tee
Full 8
line.
on the other side.
Yeah.
Give me a little more ice, Johnny. Better not run out of rings.
Lots of weight. Lots of weight.
A foot above tee.
Yeah, lots of weight. Weight's good. Lots
Clean.
of weight.
Oh, line's good.
Clean for line.
Lots of weight. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Weight only.
Full 8.
Line's good.
We're all
Clean,
there.
Ben.
Top
Whoa,
8.
Where
what's
do you
here?
want it, Johnny? Show us where you
Top
want
8.
it.
Just right here, right to the broom.
It's all there.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Can't touch.
Not T, not T, not
Can't
T.
touch.
That's good.
We don't want that to slip back any further.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then
You got a double here.
Yeah, sets up an angle.
Wow, look at this. Angle,
If we miss it
raise,
low, he just
double.
That's why they wanted it a little bit higher. You can see what Glenn's thinking about
Pretty
here.
flat. I know. It's pretty thick.
Seems like it's there.
Try and jump it over here.
Double there?
It's pretty close.
You
You
know
want
that
to
will go.
thick half.
Okay,
Okay, good.
let's do it.
Just a little bit too far for Kevin as you see the angle across the house. This is not an easy shot and not the kind of shot we usually think of Glenn playing because you need to throw pretty big weight.
Whoa. Glenn Howard and his first.
Whoa! Yep! Yeah! Hey! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah!
Here.
Yeah!
Pitching hard. Okay. Angle raise. Get that one. Jump it across. Move it far enough. You can't brush it. But he'll move it enough, and it appears that Howard is lying 2.
We got 2, yeah, great
Boy,
shot.
he almost went far enough to lie 3. And Kevin knew when he slipped back there that what a great shot here. Big swing by Glenn. As Linda mentioned, it's not usually his forte. It's that big weight shot, but he does throw. His mechanics are so solid. He throws everything so well. He uses a very big swing on those kind of shots. Wonderful shot.
Or this hit and roll isn't bad.
Actually, that's probably easier.
Well, but of course, John, if we end up...
Well, the only surprise in these numbers, both skips with great numbers, is Kevin being a little lower on his hits. He has made some amazing draws. He might like that last one back because it was a little deep. But overall, it's been an amazing performance by both teams.
I think the number of hits for Glenn Howard, too, is a little bit shocking. He usually 50-50 kind of thing because he plays a lot of soft shots and plays that quiet game.
We've already seen 2 runbacks by Glenn in the game.
Well, unless you like the other way. Which
No, well, that's pretty steep. I don't know.
If you take the outturn, Kev, you'll roll a little higher, eh?
Yeah, I don't like throwing the outturn there.
Okay.
The option. Timeout, guys.
So Martin has called a timeout. His first of 2
It's either hit and roll
1 minutes
corner freeze
available.
here,
I think that's.
or blast and try to just nudge into this one.
I like the odds of this one a lot better.
Yeah, that's so steep, eh?
Now, the only thing I'm thinking here, now bear with me, the in-turn, anything right at this is such a dicey spot.
It sure is.
And I think
If we ever hit it too thin, it's the easiest 3 ever.
I know. So that's why, if you throw board weight with this outturn, across the face, 2/3 of this rock, you're rolling right there. And you're rolling an inch or 2 higher, which might make the difference. Because even if you roll into this a bit, roll up a bit and roll, it's still good enough, I think, to.
Yeah. Okay, so just nice board. Can't be lighter than that or else it'll roll too flat.
Nice board.
So nice board. It'll be very close.
I don't know.
If you roll stones in the ears, you shot rock. Yeah, he makes an easy nose back for 3.
Well, he told us exactly what he was trying to do, and John Morrison explained it perfectly why he wants to hit that and just roll a little bit over here, high over here like this.
Board.
Good board, guys, is what I'm trying
They
to throw
talked
here.
about the turn, which was
Good
interesting. They're going to play across the face. That means when it connects, it will change turns and roll with a little bit higher angle.
Exactly.
Now the concern for me would be if if you don't make it over there and you leave it peeking out, then he's got the possible double for a 3.
Yes, you're right, Victor.
Risk both ways, whether they play the double on the Reds, which would be a very flat double, versus trying to freeze their own.
Furby and Cooey, and goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cooey is lying 4. Final stone about to come from David Netherwin as we watch Kevin Martin.
Whoa, whoa, Johnny, go, go, whoa.
Great shot.
I'll say.
David Netherwin.
Whoa.
Did he roll in far enough? No. 1 for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Having a look now. And the handshakes. Randy Furby will shake hands. Kevin Cooey will win it. And now Cooey waits to see if in fact he will be in a tiebreaker.
On our sheet, I talked about Glenn Howard playing run backs. Well, guess what? Here's one more. And this run back, if he sticks it, is for 3. This is the risk and reward, Vic. Possible bundle. If you miss it, you just give up the 1.
Final stone here in 8 of a 5-5 tie. The winner goes through to Sunday's final. Glenn Howard. Richard Hart calls him off. Oh!
They had to move the other yellow, so it's
1 it is. 1 it is for Howard. He got the top one. 1 red it is. And a 6-5 lead for Howard.
That was goal. Good throw. That was goal.
Randy Furby and the team from Edmonton acknowledging the crowd. They will not have a chance to play for Olympic gold.
The feeling of home. It's softness they'll notice. Now with cashmere softness.
Redeeming your points with rewards credit cards can be really
Hurry hard!
with their rewards expiration and travel restrictions. Getting rewards you actually want can be really
hard.
But with a rewards card from Capital One, redeeming is
easy.
With a Rewards MasterCard from Capital One, it's easy. Travel when and where you want or redeem for cash. Visit CapitalOne.ca.
What's in your wallet?
This year, our exclusive hors d'oeuvre quartet, succulent shrimp platter, famous oriental party pack, and tasty shrimp party pack are just $9.99 each. Oh yes, we saw your wish list. Only at M&M Meat Shops, your holiday food headquarters.
Merry Christmas, Grandma and Grandpa!
A
But it's August.
I use my credit card miles. They block the good weeks. While we're at it, happy Thanksgiving. Dibs on the drumstick, old man. Oh, and happy birthdays.
Yippee.
Put your Halloween costumes on while Mommy hides Easter eggs. Hey, you're looking good. Gonna cook that?
Capital One Rewards. Fly any airline, anytime. Visit CapitalOne.ca.
Dad, I'm hot.
Yeah, we're all hot.
Genius needs a Capital One card.
What's in your wallet?
The path to victory is paved with losers, feeble stepping stones destined to crumble against the destructive forces of a superior mind, who will come to be known as the Victor. Conquer your friends with the new, faster Game of Risk.
They call him Nightmare. For the unfortunate opponents put before him, that's exactly what he is. In his mind, Diego Nightmare Sanchez is already champion, and he plans on making the prodigy wake up to his reality. But lightweight champ BJ Penn has plans of his own.
Oh my God, Diego's all over!
The Ultimate Fighting Championship presents UFC 107, Penn versus Sanchez. Live Saturday, December 12th from FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. Only on pay-per-view.
On a Thursday night here in Edmonton, the Tim Hortons Roar the Rings, the Canadian Curling Trials final round robin men's game. Women's has been decided. All the playoff teams are decided there. We still have to decide the men. This is the battle for first place. The winner will go right through to Sunday's final. Glenn Howard got his single, so he leads 6-5. Kevin Martin playing the Yellowstones has the hammer.
Yep.
Well, they almost got 2 or maybe even 3. They kind of pulled up on the brushes for a second. The crowd was cheering about the finished game, and I'm not sure if they could hear very well, but...
Line's pretty good. Line's real good.
And what a turnaround, and what a change it means for this end. Because otherwise you might come in with your first, the guard goes up.
So with the one final, Kevin Cooey's win over Randy Ferbey. Ferbey drops to 4 losses. He's eliminated. Kevin Cooey now waits to see what happens with Jeff Stoughton. Should Stoughton win? No tiebreakers. Should Stoughton lose? He'll drop down. We'll have one tiebreaker, Stoughton Cooey. But what about Randy Ferbey? What about maybe his future? Randy is with Brian.
Randy, so much work and preparation for this week, and obvious disappointment for you and your team. How much does this hurt?
Well, it does. You know, we felt we did everything that we possibly had to do to prepare for this week, and it wasn't meant to be. And you know what? Kudos to the teams that beat us. They were the better teams this week, and we just didn't have it.
A wonderful reception from this Rexall crowd. Will we see this Randy Ferbey team and Randy Ferbey back for another trials crack?
You know, that's 4 years away, and who knows what's going to happen. You know, I'm worried about what's happening in January and February of this year, but this team is not done yet, and we'll do everything we can to keep playing, as hopefully get up to the standard of these guys.
Randy, always a class act. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Off. Whoa. Right off. 5 straight. Come on.
Well, as I mentioned, this is a very different end with Glenn Howard having to put out the guard out in front to try and force this end.
These things are.
And so rather than come in and leave Kevin Martin a chance to just blank, now we've got Rocks in play.
Well, get a
Kevin
little bit
Martin
more finish, I think.
seeing if he can generate some
I
extra
could throw it more
points.
normal and get away with it.
Well, how much
That's not a good spot.
Just
to the hacks, eh, Mark?
Just hack
I think so, because nose with hack isn't the end of the world.
It's like relatively straight.
Okay. Hack. Hack.
Yeah, it should be pretty straight here.
Weight's good.
Oh, it's nice hack.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Off. Whoa. Stay close. Off. Whoa. Come on. Johnny. Come on.
Hard, Cav.
Hard, Cav.
You got it.
Hard.
Great shot.
Very nice shot.
It's pretty good. I'll take it.
Yeah. 6. Whatever. We don't know if it's cut or we just think. Oh, I guess it has. Okay, well, picking. This is fine too. Here. Hack. Yep. Okay. Is that 6? 6. Yeah. See what happens.
Pick's halfway down.
Yeah. That's all.
Straight.
Just get ready for the pick.
Playing the hit and roll to sit 2. Martin Stone is in a great spot and behind cover.
Yep.
This one is partially exposed.
Hard! Hard! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Brent
Whoa.
Lang.
No! 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 Whoa! Whoa! Yep. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Ooh.
Richard, that thing.
Wow.
Brent has played sensational today. What are his numbers, Lou? Have you got his numbers there? I mean, he has just played sensational.
That across the top.
Might roll. He might roll frozen right on him. Yeah. Here, John. I'll use that.
I can't recall him missing very much.
81% at this
81.
moment.
3/4, Mark.
That doesn't include that shot there, which is probably.
Nose was pretty close too.
But you know what, Ray? That was one of those stones where we said earlier in the week, the stone will move as much sideways as it does go forward. Yeah, it really
was
just
well judged.
Hooked in there.
Hard! Hard!
Running it back.
Oh,
yep.
Sit.
Bite it.
Hard. Good shot, Mark.
Nice shot.
That hit.
And the raised stone will stick around.
Good, Mark. Good shooting, buddy.
It's okay. Shot, Mark.
I wish you would have rolled a little more.
Two good shots by Mark. Well, you obviously know Mr. Howard would love to force Kevin to have to take a single.
Close.
The start of that is to try and sit two. Nose hit on this would be fine.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
It does leave a chance to play a little hit and roll behind the center guard.
Yeah.
Just hacks, Johnny, eh?
You got the hair broom, Benny?
Yeah.
It's right there, right in front of me. There's see that right there? Thanks. Okay, boys. Let's hack this. Yep. Hard. Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Hard. Hard.
Hard. Whoa.
Yep.
Hard,
Hard. Whoa. Go. Whoa, Kev.
Not too bad. Trying to get them close.
It's fine.
Good scrub, guy.
Nose? Yeah. Still, yeah?
This doesn't seem to be doing anything. Just bored, maybe?
You can see the problem for Glenn. There's a lot of places you could roll this. You'd actually help Kevin Martin, especially if you rolled in behind cover. He could just draw in there and there would be a jam possible. So this is a nose hit.
Yeah, you don't want to roll in behind the center guard in this case, that's for sure.
Yep. Hard.
Be behind the
hard.
behind the tee line, so.
Gotta go. Hard. Gotta go. Right now. Hard. Go. Right to it. Right to it. Gotta go. You gotta go hard. You gotta go hard. Go, Sam. You gotta go hard. You gotta go hard. Go, 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 go.
Great job to hold it for him.
Very. Okay. Good shot, Rich.
Now we've already seen Kevin Cooey win, and now he's watching with interest the game between Pat Simmons and Jeff Stout. The yellow stone at the back edge of the four, that appears to be the shot that Stoughton's stone. This is the last stone for Stoughton. Simmons does have the hammer, so you're going to see two shots here.
Line's really good. Line's really good.
Jeff is trying to get that rock in a spot where there is no double.
Whoa. Got to curl, guys. Got to curl. Whoa. Has to curl and stop. Has to curl and stop.
And
that's a brushing error. That was a brushing error all the way.
Back eight. John Morris now.
Well, we told you that Glenn Howard didn't want to roll. It did roll a little bit the wrong direction for Glenn. So this is a chance for John to play a draw. See if they can get a mistake on a jam by Howard.
Line's good. Yep.
Line only.
Line's
Okay.
good.
Line's
Line's
real
good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Just T-line.
Line's good. Whoa.
T-line.
We're
We're frozen, Kev.
Frozen?
We're frozen. We're frozen.
No,
nose of it, or?
No. I don't know. Didn't really. Forget it, Johnny.
Yeah, he's frozen. So now Pat Simmons.
Not bad, Johnny.
Jerry Adam. His third goes back, and there you see Kevin Cooey and Blake McDonald watching. They know if in fact Simmons can pull off the win here, there would be in a tiebreaker with Stout. Here's the chance for a couple for Simmons. Final stone in the ninth.
Whoa, clean. Yep. Clean. Whoa, clean.
Steve Laycock is on the left. Jeff Sharp, the front end for the team from the Davidson Curling Club. Davidson, Saskatchewan.
Right up. Clean.
Looks good.
And that's 2 for Simmons. So he leads 7-6. Stoughton will have the hammer coming home. And this is the first of the Skip Stones, Glenn Howard.
Not much you can do with that freeze, so Glenn is going to play the other way to play the freeze to the button.
Gotta go hard!
And this is taking off.
Harder!
And it's all over the center.
Huh? Oh, yeah. That was right out to it. Grab? Yeah, I had to. I was heavy. It was a little bit heavy. It just picked one sideways.
Yeah. He's biting the button.
Well, the bad thing about all this, of course, is that now Kevin can set up this end, and he can score 3 in this end. Never mind 2.
Well, we can't stop him from getting the run. Splitting that isn't bad. I think he bumps it on the nose. It's no good.
Just thinking, if we could ever go right here.
Make him go wide. Well, I guess if he does that, we have that for 3.
That's not. Can we get?
Yeah, I don't know if we can get that much curl. Because that's no good.
Should we call timeout here? We got 13 minutes.
There's lots of time. So.
Okay. Sure.
Well, whatever.
If we could ever go here, it plays for a 3. If we ever go here, that's our best 3 option.
I know. So this is way easier, but then we leave him.
This here, it's a pretty easy run.
He's going to get one of them for sure, and if we line it up, you might get them both.
Well,
do you think we can get to?
I don't think so. Like, I don't see it. Getting to the inside of this, it's over buried by 2-3 inches.
You guys like
tough to get shot.
Bump this guard buried and roll to here?
Worst case,
we force him to nose is the hack.
And then he gets rid of our.
Then we don't have a shot.
You better make it, or he's giving up 3. But I know what you're saying.
Well, you're right.
They're talking about
coming
bring
a 3 ball into play
this way.
I'm a tricky spot here.
I'm just throwing it out there.
It is. You're right. It is a tricky spot to.
It's a tricky spot for sure.
But that's not an easy shot either, though.
Can't bump this anywhere real good.
Let's go a timeout here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second time
You
out
have to
now.
bump this over.
Called by Kevin Martin.
Why? You can't bump it to here and roll. And he just makes the flop and you got no shot.
With back 8.
Yeah. Whatever weight he wants.
I sort of like this. Make him make another run.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, Kev. I like that.
Like, as long as we don't put him side by each.
If he's a hair high side, he nuts it, we get 3.
Yeah.
We're going to bite the button?
Bite the button.
Yeah, bite the button,
with
boys.
the intern.
Okay. Put her good.
I think that's the best call, John.
I'd go maybe right there.
I think the blank's gone.
Bite the button is what he said.
I like this call. I think the other turn is difficult to get it buried. So I think this is the best chance they have to get a mistake from Glenn. Only thing you can't do with this is go deep and leave that run back into a pocket for Glenn.
Kevin Martin and his first. He does have the hammer, trailing by 1.
Real hard line! Come on, Mark. Line only! Hard!
Hebert, Kennedy, again, what, 14 and a half or so?
14 and a half.
Whoa. Deep.
That would be deep.
Room.
They hammered it to get it by the top one.
Don't start with me.
And then it'll go back there.
Straight up in the air with a hair broom. Right at the, what, just watch, they're about to show it. Let's watch right now. Watch. Just watch. Just watch the video. Maybe it was an accident. Here it is, watch this. Hair broom, straight up.
There.
Right there. Kind of an important shot too, Ben.
We talk about what the brushing stroke must be, and you must finish away so there's no chance of debris going under it. I believe that was the conversation.
There's no question that was the conversation.
You can't lift straight up.
And it caught something there and went sideways. That's what Richard was upset about.
You think I probably was a tad heavy?
That was going to be there.
It was going to be
Yeah.
there. So
Same weight's probably okay.
pretty close, eh?
Yeah. But
I think this will run really good
here.
One is deep. Chance for Glenn to get in there.
Where are we trying to go?
Yep, yep.
Howard in his last.
Okay, weights there. Yep. All there. Whoa, whoa. Can't go.
Right
okay,
down
whoa.
on top.
Can't go. Whoa.
It's the attempt.
Whoa. No room.
No.
Heavy. Right off.
No.
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 Craig.
No, Sav.
No, Sav.
No, Sav. Stay with it.
No.
though.
Yep.
Yep. Go.
Good shot.
Shot stone still appears to be the yellow. Martin Stone.
Shot, Glenn.
It's a gimme, eh?
Well, just as I said, it was difficult if you got the rocks level.
What do they do?
Throw.
The other way for Glenn. Well, now Kevin's got a more level run back.
There's
As we watch this one come in, took its time.
needed to curl more. Kevin will try the run back now.
We said the further back it goes, the more surface area you have to make the shot.
Dead straight. Yeah. For sure.
Lots of ways of doing
real
this.
straight.
Okay. Let's throw it close, Kev.
Right into there. Could be 3.
And a very knowledgeable crowd here in Edmonton. Knows it. Final stone here in 9. Kevin Martin.
Yep. Whoa! 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 Come on! Whoa!
Running it back. What's he got? It's going to move it far enough for 3.
Well, Glenn's rock ended up in absolutely the worst spot for him, and he left this run back. These are not easy shots. We know that, but it's a risk and opportunity to get 1, 2, 3.
So Martin has a 2-point lead. The winner will go right through to Sunday's final. It's the Roar of the Rings.
Scotty's, proud supporter of women's curling for 29 years.
Experience the advantages of Meridian's hopper bins, fuel tanks, and commercial bulk tanks. Meridian's premium powder coat finishes are corrosion and abrasion resistant. Versatile smooth wall hopper bottom bins handle grain, seed, feed, or fertilizer. There are double wall fuel tanks for diesel, gasoline, or both. And commercial bulk tanks for plastics, powder, sand, cement, and more. Quality, safety, versatility. Experience the Meridian advantages.
You've got big plans for a big dinner. You pick up the kids, you pick up the dry cleaning, and just as you're picking up steam, you pick the route home with all the traffic.
Luckily, there's M&M Meat Shop's fully cooked seasoned beef pot roast, ready, fast, and easy. Because when time isn't on your side, we are.
It's tough. It's a truck, and it's a Ford F-150.
I've got a job to do.
And this truck makes it easier.
Tailgate step.
Bog side steps.
I can stow the back seats with one hand.
Look at this. Tool inventory control. It's a mobile office.
Why didn't anybody else think of this stuff?
It took Ford to figure it out.
Count me in.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
Ford's getting it done.
I drive one.
I drive one.
I drive one.
The new 2010 F-150. This is Ford today. Drive one.
Welcome to Di Serono as you like it. Today, we like Di Serono on the rocks and lemon. Start with ice. Di Serono, the original. 1.5 ounces, and it's Di Serono on the rocks. Lemon, squeeze. There you have it. Di Serono on the rocks and lemon.
We arrived 340 years ago to a land of rock, ice, and snow. We outfitted a nation of pioneers, explorers, and dreamers. We didn't just survive the elements. Together, we thrived. The official Vancouver 2010 Canadian Olympic Team Collection from Hudson's Bay Company, only at the Bay and Zellers.
I know we see time for the game story now, brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
Well, it was threes are wild because in the first half of the game, it was Glenn Howard with the big three. Looked like that might make the difference in the fourth end, and Richard Hart making all the run backs, great numbers. But the big run back in 9 for the 3 for Kevin Martin, that has been a big part of the story, even with the struggles with Mark Kennedy at the second position.
So to the 10th we go, and Martin's 3 just jumps off the board for an 8-6 lead, and it is Glenn Howard with the hammer, down by 2, playing the Red Stones.
Oh, let it get off the line. Right here.
I talked about frustration, and it's really frustrating for Glenn and his team because they played so well and just didn't quite get the rocks in the right spot in the last end. Remember the history with these two at the Briar last year. Kevin Martin with the great games against Howard.
Yep.
Even with Mark Kennedy struggling, we know that Glenn Howard is very aware that you can't get those rocks out front into a double peel position.
Put some pressure on these guys.
What am I doing here? Ask for a corner.
Okay.
Nice peel by Mark, so putting back the corner. As I say, trying to be careful if you're the Howard team that those rocks are level.
Easy, easy. Richie. I don't think, can we get around that? Probably not, eh?
Yeah.
Can't almost bear to watch Kevin Cooey and company. They're, of course, keeping their eye on the game between Jeff Stoughton and Pat Simmons.
You're gonna have to go hard on this one. Come on,
Simmons is leading 7-6. They play in the 10th. We'll get over there as soon as they get down to the deciding stones.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good sweep on that, guys.
This game, of course, we're focused on is the battle for first place. The winner goes right through to Sunday's final. The loser will play in the semi. And of course, Cooey is watching Stoughton, realizing if Stoughton loses, then he'd be in a tiebreaker for that second semifinal spot.
You can tap these back. You can freeze in front of them. You can go behind the corner guard. There's all the choices that you have. He's going to.
They're going to try and hit it and sit in front of it. If you sit near it and get a blast, then your corner guard means that you can draw into sit shot rock.
He's pretty good. Hard. Whoa! 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 No, no,
yep,
no,
for the roll. Roll it.
No more. Okay. Okay.
Just a little strong.
Board. 6, John, or 8?
Throw me to the 6.
we trying to roll right on top of ours again?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Or else he'll throw the
Actually,
double.
he makes a
and
good
roll.
one. We peel. Yeah, like it.
Just board it.
And that is the problem at this stage of the end.
Clean. Whoa!
When Howard hasn't had much going yet, and there's a chance that corner guard can get peeled off, and it's so hard to generate the points in the house.
Well, John and Richard just had great performances, both of them.
That's good. Got the double in the roll.
You want to make the double and try the corner.
Try to hit and roll behind the corner.
Up at a foot.
Okay, you like that?
I think we try it once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Tap it back.
Need more. Come on, I'm tapping
Yeah.
it. I'm throwing T-line, eh? Give me more ice. How's that look, Craig?
That looks good.
Too early to try and hit and roll behind that corner? Or?
No, you could try it, Vic. You definitely could.
No, lots.
Lots.
Get rid of one of the yellows and get the roll.
Lots.
Lots right now.
I like this call. I like to leak.
Line's good.
You may want to hit
Get
it
a
in
little
back.
roll in front of it.
Yep, hard.
Whoa. Lots.
Whoa,
You're going to need that back
whoa,
one. I know.
whoa.
Whoa. You got to curl the hair. It's pretty good.
Leave the 2 rocks there.
Shot.
That's perfect.
Peel the guard, eh?
If we pick it,
And he tap freezes.
then he's got to make.
Scary? Yep. He comes around, we peel.
What if we peel?
If we peel, he bumps to a freeze.
He's got to make it pretty good. I think I like to peel.
I like the peel too.
Because then we're playing around. It's only a couple of feet.
I'm fine with it. I'm okay.
What's what I was talking about. There's such confidence in playing the
What do you guys
blast
think? I like
shots
this.
and the rocks in the
Let him
house.
play around with that 4-foot, eh?
He tap freezes. I guess
They're
we
gonna
just
peel the
blast
guard.
the top one then, right?
If he does tap freeze, which he's going to do, he has to tap freeze it on the perfect angle. Otherwise,
This is
Kevin
fine.
can
This
get
is
it
fine.
get it out of there. This rock out in front is the one they're afraid of.
Whoa.
John Morris.
Right off, guys. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Hey, John.
That was a surprise. I jinxed him. He's played so well. Look at this, a redirection. He almost picked the Howard stone out of there.
Yeah, you go in there somewhere.
Just in front of this one? Yeah. It's got to be high. Dead buried on the top 12 gold.
Split, freeze, and roll.
Wow.
Really go for the 3.
It's got to be easier to go top 12 here.
Yeah, we
Top
got lots of
12
time.
buried.
We got 4
Yeah.
rocks left.
We have 3.
We have 3 rocks left. We got 3 rocks
If you ever
left.
get your shooter buried, though, there won't be a double.
On the
then he's
split,
gonna
you
hit.
have to throw half.
Yeah.
If we draw around top 12 buried, he hits
He's
slide
getting
2.
and we
get a shot at the double
hit
and roll.
Yeah, I think that's what we do.
Or even if we get the hit and roll, then he has to draw somewhere
We got to
perfect.
pinpoint it though, obviously. Well, even if you go back T-line, you can't get too cute.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
as long
quickly
as there's
go
no
over to
slash.
Sheet A and
All
Simmons
right, yeah.
Stout, and you see the Yellowstone that's on the
well,
button.
this is fine.
Pat Simmons with his first one just missed a pick. And then with his first, Stoughton has come into top 12, and that's how he's lying 2. Those are the 2 points that would give him the win and eliminate Kevin Cooey. Now, Simmons, final stone. What's he got? He's got the run back.
Anyways, and just throw a missile.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Cooey's watching too, running it back and running it by. And Kevin Cooey will see his Olympic dream end on that shot. Jeff Stoughton will win it, scoring 2 to win it 8-7 the final. And so there will be no tiebreakers in men's play.
Attaboy.
Richard Hart.
Mine's good.
Well, I think this is a smarter call. There is a very, very difficult chip and roll, but they're going to just draw behind cover and hand it back to Kevin Martin to see what happens.
Got a curl.
You got to get it covered, though.
Got a curl. Where we going? Yep. Going deep? Whoa. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. I thought we were going here. We couldn't get it there.
That's a double they've left.
Yeah, they could have taken that right back.
Way to pick one.
Yeah, well, at the
You
end,
have to be careful of the jam when they play this.
Yeah, exactly. They gotta make it.
The double. 2/3, thick half. Thick half.
Oh, yeah, Marcus.
Hey, Kev.
There's the double, but as Linda says, watch this jam on this one.
Yep! Yep! Hard!
Kevin
Hard,
Martin.
guys, go!
This is his first.
Go!
Has he got them both? Yes, he does, and he gets away with the jam, too.
You know, one of the best parts of that shot is where the yellow one goes. Watch the shooter roll over. Yes, it makes the double, but look at what else it does. It blocks the come-around path.
Just so.
That is a very good shot and a big mistake that Howard's team made to leave that rock in the position that they did.
Hope for a bad throw.
Yeah.
This will go in there.
Linda was talking about this this rock right here is causing a problem, so they'll try and get it back into here.
But when we started this last Sunday, you both said this ice was available to them, that this kind of shot would be able to be made. Is it just changed over the course of the week?
No, it's available.
It's a very tiny area, that's all, Vic. A little bit easier if they were in center area and they had more house to deal with. There's not a lot of real estate behind that yellow rock to draw to.
Got a curl. Line's good.
Glenn Howard and his first.
Yep, line's good. Hard.
This thing's slow.
Oh, he's shoveling. Lang.
Go. Good. Go. Right back, Seth. Go.
Trying to take it back.
Go.
Trying to tuck it around. Looking for some finish.
Shot.
And he'll leave the corner half a stone.
Yeah, you can see half of it.
Shot.
That thing doesn't slide very good.
And now you can hear the buzz and you can feel it here at Rexall Place. They know.
Well, the interesting thing in this game is that Glenn Howard had a run back for a 3 in that 8th end and just missed it, and Kevin Martin made his for 3 in the 9th end, and that's the difference in this game.
Kevin Martin is the only Edmonton team left of the 3 that began play.
Yep.
This is for a trip to the final.
Hard. Clean.
He's fine. He's got this.
Kevin Martin. 1 win away from once again going to the Olympic Games. Make the final 8-6. And so now Glenn Howard will play Jeff Stoughton in the semifinal. And Kevin Martin with the win will finish top of the standings.
Another tight one.
So Martin gets first place by virtue of this win over Glenn Howard. And Howard will now play Jeff Stoughton. Everyone else, Kevin Cooey, watching, saw Stoughton's win eliminate him. So now Howard has to regroup with Richard Hart. They will play Saturday. Howard Stoughton, the semifinal at 3 Eastern time. The winner on to Sunday's final at 3 against Kevin Martin to determine who will represent Canada in Vancouver. No tiebreakers in men's play, but we have 2 tiebreakers in women's play. And it starts tomorrow morning, Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Stephanie Lawton against Krista McCarville. The winner to move on to play Amber Holland at 3. The winner moving on to play Shannon Clybrink in the women's semi. And of course, Cheryl Bernard is waiting for all that to sort itself out. She's already in the women's final. What a day it's been. What a round robin it's been, and it's only going to get better here at the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings on Canada's sports leader, TSN. Sports Center's coming up.
This is Sports Center.
Playing against the team he grew up idolizing, Sid the Kid aims for another memorable outing in Montreal. In Beantown, with revenge on their minds, Phil Kessel and the Red Hot Leafs look to bounce back from an embarrassing loss to the Bruins. Plus, looking for more from their top 2 stars.
Spezza, breakaway, in on goal. Boucher lays out to make the save.
The Sens shuffle their lines, hoping for a spark against Philly. And in a fight for their playoff lives, the Steelers face the lowly Browns, looking to end a 4-game skid. Now this is Sports Center. These are the Penguins and the Montreal Canadiens. Sidney Crosby, pointless in his last 2 trips to Montreal. 6 minutes in, watch the play by Sergei Gonchar. Little backdoor pinch, and that is a perfect pass from Billy Guerin. Next thing you know, it's in the back of the net. It's 1-0 for the Penguins, still in the first. Matt Cook takes the hit there, makes the play. Jordan Stahl in all alone, stopped by Price. Then Mark Eaton with a chance. Price stones him. Habs down by 1 after 1. We go to the second. Penguins power play. Evgeny Malkin, backhander stop. Malkin poking around for a loose puck. That's going to draw a whole lot of trouble. He gets his stick up. Everybody jumps in. Nobody would get their flippers off, though. A lot of smelly gloves. Less than 2 minutes later, Stahl loses the puck. Mac D'Agostini scores. What a shot by D'Agostini. He throws it upstairs for his second of the season. Habs tie the game at 1. Yeah, 3 minutes later. Montreal power play. Mike Camilleri, Roman Hammerlick. Hammerlick just cranks it. Andre Kudstitsin providing the screen in front. It's 2-1 for the Canadiens. Still in the second. Gonchar with a point shot. Matt Cook just going to get a piece of it. He tips it in. We are tied at 2. We got a brand new game. We're going to the 3rd period. Crosby, quiet, through 2 periods. Just 1 shot on net. Malkin, 6 shots. Look at that. Chips it to himself, walks in, then wires it off the post. 6 minutes to play. Brooks Orpik to Pascal Dupuis. Dupuis, the clapper, and somehow that knuckle puck beats Price. It was rolling, it was diving. It's a 3-2 lead for Pittsburgh. Late in the 3rd, Maxime Lapierre stopped on the wraparound. The puck is still loose. Looks like Fleury has it. Whistle blows. The Habs poke it in, but it is immediately waved off. Jacques Martin does not like that, but have another listen.
D'utiliser Camilleri, Plekanec et Andre.
No goal. Habs' 3-game winning streak comes to an end. Pens win 3-2. The final. The Pittsburgh Penguins have won 5 in a row against the Montreal Canadiens. Sidney Crosby held up the score sheet in 24 minutes of ice time. He hasn't scored in his last 5 trips to Montreal. Now, afterwards, everybody was talking about that disallowed goal, but it looked like Fleury had it. Here's what Sid the Kid had to say.
Flower was going down to cover it, and I think it's the whistle doesn't have to go. I think it's motion to blow it. So no, it was the right call, but definitely a great bounce for us.
You're not going to sit here and say anything bad about the refs. It's just not going to happen. I mean, they got a job to do. They do it well, and whether you call it a mistake or not, I mean, these things happen.
Hey, this is Sports Center. I'm Darren Detition. She's Jennifer Hedger. The Habbies are going to lament that one, but what are you going to do? It looked like Fleury had it, so it's really difficult to go and blame the referees on that one. As for the Toronto Maple Leafs, back in action tonight, they've been playing much better as of late, taking on the Boston Bruins, but that's a team that pumped them badly on the weekend.
Yeah, Phil Kessel back in his hometown. He was a -3, no points on Saturday. Dutch, as you mentioned, they're back in Boston for the second time in 6 days. 8 minutes into this one, the Bruins draw first blood. Mark Stewart's point shot eludes Vesa Toskala. Toskala has been playing good lately, but that one gets past him. His second is 1-0 Beantown. As for Kessel, didn't get a point in this game. He does get dumped by Johnny Boychuk. 35 seconds in the second frame. Derek Morris, a slap shot. Oh, gets by Toskala. That's his third. Is 2-0 Bees. Moments later, Jamal Mayer's looking to change the momentum. He wants to chop some fists with Stewart, but he ends up getting the worst end of it. They both get offsetting roughing penalties. 4 seconds after serving the infraction, Mayers and Stewart go at it again. This time, they actually land a couple punches. Mayers ending up on the bottom end once again. Can it spark the Leafs? Thomas Cabriolet robbed by the pad of Tuukka Rask. Same sequence, Luke Schenn. Oh dear. Schenn coughs up the puck. David Krejci off to the races, and he dekes out a helpless Vesa Toskala. That's his fourth of the campaign. Gives the Bruins a 3-0 edge. 18 seconds into the third period, Mikhail Grabovski on the doorstep. He's got his 7th of the season, so it cuts the Bruins lead to 2. 4 minutes after that, Mike Komisarek, beautiful feed to Nikolai Kulemin, and he redirects in his 6th. So Komisarek's got his first point as a Leaf. That took a while. 3-2 Bruins with 8 minutes to go. Leafs have a great chance to tie it, but Matt Stajan draws iron with 4 minutes remaining. Jason Blake gets a stick up in the face of Zdeno Chara. That stick's got to be way up to get in his face, but that'll send the Bruins to the power play on the ensuing man advantage. Toskala absolutely robs Mark Recchi, gets that stick down, but the Leafs can't clear it. Recchi capitalizes on the second effort, scores his first 2 goals on the night. That is all the insurance Boston would need as they take it 5-2 the final. Well, lost in the hole, Phil Kessel back in Boston story is Tuukka Rask. As you may remember, Rask was drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs. He now has a 9-2-2 record, the best start for a Bruins rookie since 73-74. As for the Maple Leafs, they've surrendered 12 goals to the Bruins their last 2 games. Boston's beat the Leafs in 7 straight. A better effort tonight for the Buds than on Saturday, but the Leafs still with a lot of work to do to beat one of the top teams in the East.
We got to make sure that we don't have these little blips. They cost us. You know, we do a good job battling back, but you know, it's not enough all the time to get a win.
Penalties are still kind of hurting us, but we are going in the right direction. You know, this is obviously not a great effort, and we're not pleased with by any stretch, but we're making good gains.
On we go down to the Sens in Philadelphia to take on the Flyers. They've only got 1 win in their last 6. First period, Jason Spezza, only 3 goals all season. He gets sent in all alone. Working on Brian Boucher. Boucher opened the 5-hole, closed the 5-hole. Mike Richards, look up for Anton Volchenko. He will wallpaper you. Late in the period, still scoreless. Nick Foligno working on Chris Pronger, and he works him over. Takes it to the middle. Can't beat Boucher either. We are scoreless after 1. Second period. Flyers in the power play. Mike Richards, nice feed to Matt Carl. Brian Elliott, even better play, going post to post. Sens now on the power play. Chris Campoli, though, has his shot blocked by Scotty Hartnell. It looks like Kenny Powers. Hartnell in all alone. Elliott stones him. Third period, still no score. Philip Kuba. This game was a little sloppy at times. That is a giveaway right there. Elliott just back in time to make the save. Meanwhile, Alex Kovalev called out earlier this week. They want more offense. On the power play, nice feed to Nick Foligno. That's a tough play, though, on the backhander, and he couldn't close the deal. Minutes later, Foligno's original shot is stopped. Jumps on his own rebound. He scores. That's his 6th. That'll make it 1-0 for the Sens. Just over 2 minutes to go. Matt Karkner, little elbow and a little bit of lumber in the back of Richards. He goes down. Flyers in the power play. Jesse Winchester, though, picks off the pass, and then he puts his baby to bed. He ices it with an empty netter. Elliott, 23 saves for his 2nd career shutout. Senators hang on to win the hockey game. 2-0 is the final on this one. This is the first shutout of the season for the Senators. They win for just the 2nd time in their last 6 games. Mike Fisher continues to tear it up offensively as he picks up another point.
Vancouver Canucks opening an 8-game homestand against the Thrashers. 3 minutes into this one, Shane O'Brien's shot is stopped. Daniel Sedin, though, side of the net, goes around back, sneaks in his fourth. It's 1-0 Canucks. Midway through the frame, Thrashers on the power play. Ilya Kovalchuk's shot hits Jannik Hansen's stick, and Nick Antropov buries a loose puck. That's the third. We got a tie game, 1-1. Final minute and a half of the period. Steve Bernier to Henrik Sedin. Brother Daniel making sure that's going to get past Andre Pavlich. He's got a second of the game. 2-1 Canucks after one. Buck and a half into the second. Alex Burrows to Daniel. And the shot deflects off Antropov's stick and in. He's got his third career hat trick to make it 3-1 Vancouver. Mason Raymond has scored to make it 4-1 Canucks. So Daniel Sedin, with his first hat trick in over 5 years, he's now scored back-to-back games. His brother Henrik has an assist in 5 straight. The Canucks, though, sitting on the outside, looking in at the playoff picture. They are currently 10th in the West. Still inside Sports Center, with a repeat looking less and less likely. Can the Super Bowl champs save their season against the Browns?
And with playoff spots on the line, see which skips would keep their Olympic hopes alive in the final draw of the Roar of the Rings.
After Zenon Konopka's candid night on the ice, we'll dedicate the Sports Center Top 10 to the most memorable mic'd up moments.
I don't know what to tell you, and I know you're hurt. Great job.
Ready to extend the pain. With the Hangover unrated version, it's completely outrageous.
Oh, funny.
Includes 100 new photos from the missing camera.
Oh, dear.
The Hangover unrated. Buy it on Blu-ray and DVD.
You're leading the division. You've got home field advantage. The weather is perfect. The sun is on your back in the fourth. The odds are in your favor, and yet the only guarantee is rule number 50. There are no guarantees.
Say hello to one of the newest Nikons, the Coolpix S70. Its smart touch technology lets you just tap and shoot. See it at nikoncoolpix.ca.
Hi, we're looking for something for our twin girls. Do you have any...
Oh my God! Oh my God, I love it! It's perfect! And it's pink too! We love pink!
Yeah, what you're looking for is in the...
Are you serious? No way!
section of the store, which is right this way.
Get the best reactions with a Samsung Blu-ray player and The Dark Knight for $149.99. And get this HP 15-inch laptop for $499.99. Best Buy.
Sports Center, brought to you by Campbell's Chunky MVC. Most valuable coach. Visit chunkymvc.ca to nominate now. And by Captain Morgan, calling all captains. Visit callallcaptain.ca.
Welcome back to the show. Steelers, Brownies. How about Pittsburgh? They have lost 4 in a row. They need a win desperately to keep their playoff hopes alive. First quarter, Steelers 3rd and 3 from their 13. Roethlisberger sacked by Hank Poteet. They'd have to punt. Josh Cribbs, he'll take it, fumbles it, picks it up, starts dancing, dangling, 47 yards, all the way down to the Steeler 9-yard line. Pittsburgh's been awful on special teams. That would lead to a field goal midway through the second. 6-zip. Roethlisberger sacked again. Corey Williams gets him for the second time. Big Ben sacked 5 times in the first half. Still in the second. On 3rd down, Browns in the Wildcat. Cribbs will take it. He'll go 37 yards. They're threatening again. That would set this up from 10 yards out. Former CFLer Chris Jennings gets the first touchdown by a Browns running back this season. Can you believe it? They'd review it. It counts. It's 13-0. It was 13-3 at the half. Late in the fourth, 13-6. Steelers driving 3rd and 6. Big Ben, Hines Ward over the middle for a first. Next play, Roethlisberger, too long and dumped. He gets sacked for the 8th time this season. And can you believe this result tonight? The defending Super Bowl champions have now lost 5 games in a row. They have now lost to a 3-win team, a 2-win team, and a 1-win team in the last 4 weeks. And I know that James Harrison was last year's NFL Defensive Player of the Year, but really, who's the most important player on Pittsburgh's roster? Without a doubt, it's Troy Polamalu. The numbers do not lie. When they've got him in the lineup, they're 4-1. Without him, they're 2-6. They allow 13.8 points per game. With them, without him, it jumps up to 21.8.
Let's get back to the ice. Blue Jackets and Predators. Rick Nash has 1 goal in his last 10 games. First period, 2 minutes in. Nash, nice move. He splits the D, but he shoots it wide. Second period, tied at 1. Martin Erat gets his own rebound. Erat buries it. Erat's got his 10th. Preds up 2-1. 9 minutes to go in the frame. Jackets have the man advantage. Rafi Torres bangs it in at the side of the net. Torres has got his 10th. We're tied up 2-2, but with less than 30 seconds to go in the second, Jason Arnett goes to his backhand, puts it up over Garron. Arnett, I should say, with the beauty. Nashville leads 3-2 after 40. Third period now, 4 minutes in. Nash sprung. He makes no mistake this time. Beats Pacaretta 5-hole. Nash's first goal in 6 games, ties it up at 3s. OT solves nothing. Here's the shootout. Garron, 13 straight shootout wins. It's an NHL record. Tied at 2. Antoine Vermette stopped by Pecorino. So Garron has to stop Steve Sullivan to extend it. Sullivan has not scored in 2 shootout attempts this season. What do you know? He sneaks it past Garron. Preds hang on. They take it 4-3 in the shootout.
I'm going to go down to the Coyotes and the Kings, 2 of the hottest teams in the NHL going at it. I'm not kidding. Phoenix riding a 5-game winning streak. Kings, they've won 5 of the last 6. Pick it up, 1-0 in L.A. Jack Johnson, crank it. Puck comes right back to him. He ripped it off the post. This one he rips in. It's 2-0 L.A. Coyotes come back, 2-on-1. Matthew Lombardi, Scotty Upshall scores. He beats Johnny Quick. Coyotes down 2-1.
Curling, a roar of the rings. Women's draw from this afternoon. Krista McCarville taking on Crystal Webster. 5th end, we're tied at 2. McCarville with the run back to score 2, and she wouldn't look back. She wins 5-4 moves to a 4-3 record. Meanwhile, Stephanie Lawton at 3-3. She needs a win against Cheryl Bernard to keep her Olympic hopes alive. 10th end, Lawton down 1. Bernard line shot rock. Lawton with the hit, scored 2. She wins 7-6, moves to 4-3, so she'll face McCarville in a tiebreaker. Jennifer Jones taking on Shannon Kleibrink. This one to extras. Jones sitting 3, Kleibrink with the hammer. And she draws for the win, earns a spot in the semifinals tomorrow. But Lawton, McCarville, and Holland all finish at 4-3. So 2 tiebreakers are needed to decide the 3rd place spot. Kleibrink finishing 2nd. She's guaranteed a spot in the semi. The winner of the semi will face Cheryl Bernard in the final Saturday night.
Okay, what about the guys? Draw 14 of the men's trials. Glenn Howard taking on Kevin Martin. 2 powerhouses. The winner goes on to the men's final to be played on Saturday after trading singles through 3 ends. Howard in the 4th, last stone. And it is a little bit of a rub. But what a shot. Executes a little split. He'd take 3 points, goes ahead 4-2. 9th end. Martin clawing his way back in at 6-5. Looking to take the lead. Gets the takeout. Looking for 3 huge points. He takes it 8-6. He is off to the final. So it sets up like this. In the semifinal, it will be Howard versus Starton. No tiebreakers are required. That goes Saturday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. 12 o'clock Pacific Time. The winner of that will move on to face Kevin Martin. Now, Martin and Howard are both finished with 6-1 records, but Martin goes through thanks to their head-to-head matchup. All right, when we come back, this was pretty neat. The Olympic torch visits Ottawa, and it brings the House of Commons to its feet.
And backed by their trademark defense, the Celtics shoot for their 9th straight victory. You're watching SportsCenter.
Closed captioning is brought to you by the newly redesigned 2010 Mitsubishi Outlander. Stand out.
It plays. It stows. It slides. It saves. It sees. It rolls. And it's all standard. We gave it more ideas per square inch because more is what we do. Introducing the Terrain, the all-new compact crossover from GMC.
The McLeods welcome the Chans. The Sharps welcome 38 other Sharps. The Wards welcome the D'Souza's. Grandma Tremblay welcomes all the Tremblay kids. And Christine welcomes you to Walmart. This season, spread even more joy thanks to Walmart's unbeatable prices. Walmart, save money, live better.
The Moore's year-end sale is our biggest sale of the year. You'll find designer sport coats, designer dress pants, and designer dress shirts. Buy one, get one free. Moore's, well made, well priced, well dressed.
This Friday's Lotto Max jackpot is $15 million. Lotto Max, live your dreams to the max.
Say I love you like never before with a gift from People's exclusive Shared Heart collection, created to symbolize love shared and everlasting at People's.
This weekend, TSN brings you bonus coverage from the Roar of the Rings. Saturday, it's the women's story. Sunday, it's the men's turn. The Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials Championship Specials. This weekend on TSN. Raptors on TSN. Tomorrow at 7.
It is day number 42 of the Olympic Torch Relay. The Flames spent the day traveling around the island of Montreal, passing into the hands of some famous former Olympians, with a detour to the nation's capital and a historic visit to the House of Commons, where the flame was held high by Barbara Ann Scott.
Torch Relay today, brought to you by RBC, enthusiastic sponsor of the 2010 Olympic Torch Relay.
Oh, Barbara Ann Scott. To the NBA we go. Celtics and Wizards. Boston allowing 90.5 points per game. That's first in the league. Looking for their 9th straight win. Celtics take over in the second. Ray Allen coast to coast. Rajon Rondo to Kevin Garnett for the dunk. Next possession, Rondo alley-oop to KG. Celtics score 37 in the second, up 14 at the half. Winstorm back though in the third. Arenas, nice feed to Caron Butler. Then on the break, Arenas leaves it for Anton Jameson. And one, part of a 22-6 run. Wiz up 2. But the C's close the frame on a 13-2 run. They lead it by 9 after 3. We'll pick it up late fourth. Jameson back basket, gets it to fall. Ooh, we're all tied up. Rondo responds, so huge baseline jam. Celtics up 2. Arenas is at the charity stripe. Oh dear, he misses both free throws. Celtics will go up 3, leaving the Wiz with one last chance. Arenas, a chance to make up for his earlier miss. Can't do it. Celtics take it 104-102, the final.
Nuggets and Pistons, and how good has Carmelo Anthony been this season? Leading the league in scoring, almost 30 per game, trying to help the Nuggets snap a 13-game losing streak in Motown. Pick it up in the fourth quarter. Nuggets within 2, protecting the paint. Couple of blocks, but to no avail. Charlie Villanueva, he'll hit the 3-ball. At the end of the shot clock, he had 27 on the night. Later, Anthony showing why he leads the league in scoring with this and one. He would finish with 40 large. Nuggets down by 1. Over a minute left in the fourth. Rodney Stuckey is going to miss the jumper. Ben Wallace, though, stays with the play and comes up with a big steal on the same possession. Stuckey, this time, no mistake. Drives, goes glass. Pistons up by 3. 6 seconds left. Nuggets down by 2. Chauncey Billups. No, can't convert the layup. Pistons hang on to win it.
Well, back to hockey we go, and Ice Edge, the group negotiating to buy the Phoenix Coyotes from the NHL, is expected within days to sign a letter of intent to purchase. Now, the timeline coincides with the start of next week's Board of Governor meetings, where the board is expected to consider relocation cities if, in fact, the league cannot find a suitable buyer for the team. Among the Canadian cities in contention, Quebec City, Winnipeg, and Southern Ontario. Not exactly a city, but you get our point there on the Southern Ontario thing. When SportsCenter returns with Sidney Crosby on a scoring tear, the Penguins look for their 5th straight win over the Montreal Canadiens.
And after failing to score in his first game against the Bruins, Phil Kessel tries to find the mark in round number 2. This is SportsCenter.
Ground meat, hey? Try this on for size.
Great job on the laundry, honey.
Super soft, dryer-safe sweaters. Only at Mark's Work Warehouse.
I love you.
I love you.
Say I love you like never before with a gift from the exclusive Angel Pennant Collection by Stan W. Tate at Peoples.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Get the gift you really want. We've lowered prices on our most popular 2000